right way here. Back with my boy Neo Ness. He has dropped the retro, but we still doing good retro content. We was talking about the great stuff this week, man. What's up? How you been?
What it is. Happy Friday. What's going down?
Man, it's good, dude. It's really good. Like I said, we sitting here. I just got through. I know, man. Uh-oh. Look at this. I forgot to turn the live feed off over here so I can hear myself. Don't you hate that? You talking and you hear yourself like, oh, what is going on? I've been going along, man. So much went on this week and stuff, man. I was about to say, just got through eating a big old steak and had me a little drink. I see you got a little something in a cup over there.
Yeah, I got a little something over here. A little something.
Now I might have to go a little dark and get a little something else, but I got a bunch of water here. Wash all this steak and potatoes down, and I'm like, boy, your boy's tired because I've been this week, man. It's been fun but productive.
Bruh, this was probably it was a busy week, just a work week, and last week was busy. I didn't even drop a video last week, which that's not normal. I've gotten in this mode where I drop a video at least once a week, and I was like, I can't do it.
It's okay to stop sometimes, man, because during January it was rough. Like I was telling you, it was rough, man. But everything's back on point, man. We're gonna talk about tonight, y'all. Xbox finally had their meeting. We'll talk about that. But let's talk about some fun news, man. Let's talk about some things that we like, called cartoons. First, let's talk about the Dragon Ball Z anime or the Dragon Ball Super anime. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super anime. Well, like anime. Well, I guess
the manga.
I won't confuse everybody and said, somebody said X-Men. We're gonna talk about X-Men in a minute.
Oh yeah, X-Men too.
About that. But man, the spoiler came out, and it came out this morning. Rolled over. I was like, oh snap! Gohan and Goku.
They're saying no spoilers, please. No spoilers.
Okay. Y'all, you gotta go see it. It's not no spoiler, but it's it's gonna be Gohan and Goku. And man, let's try to talk around it. Boy, for what we read and what I see, I hope they one day animate this, because it's one point with one drawing they did of Gohan. Do you see that one? When he transformed?
What? Where you're talking about the spoilers from this morning?
Yeah. I'm
not gonna say nothing. We're talking
about, because everybody knows they're gonna face each other. What you were saying? We're not gonna
No, I don't want to spoil it for anybody in the chat, because I get it. But I will say this. This is.
We're gonna talk about
the disrespect they did on the animation.
Oh my goodness! She went from Meg the Stallion to Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I know we're talking about Super, but side note on X. Yeah. Oh, we gonna talk about X-Men? You want to go to X-Men then?
Let's talk X-Men real quick, because that was fun.
Okay, man. I need a remix of the original theme music from X-Men '96. I need theme music to come back. I need
previously on X-Men. That's what I need.
I need that. Yeah, previously on X-Men. I need all that. I need everything to be the same. I know the animation is different, but
yeah.
In some areas it's not very good, but it is what it is.
But it's a rogue without a booty ain't rogue. Everybody look at Rogue's butt, man. Yeah, she had curves, man, for a cartoon. They knew what she was doing with her. I mean, I couldn't even tell if she was mixed, black. I couldn't tell, because to me, I she kind of like a little brown skinned girl, or she's mixed.
I mean, she did absorb a lot of, mutant powers. So, maybe it was attributes that were absorbed as well. Who knows?
I'm taking some sisters right here. Boom, baby, I'll turn this light over here. Zap this right here. Give me some of this right here, I do like they try to bring everybody's voices back. But when the Wolverine spoke, I was like, oh. That kind of hurt me, man.
Yeah.
Cyclops sounded great. Sounded just like like he had missed a beat. I don't know about Gambit because everybody didn't talk.
No, and they only gonna give us a taste. I mean, I'm wondering who their target audience is for this, because if it's us, then they got us. They definitely got us, because I mean everybody that's talking about it's grown.
How many episodes going to be?
I don't know. I mean, how many seasons did we have with 96? We had, or how many episodes should I say? I know it was. I don't know. I might have to look that up. How many episodes there were in the original?
Can y'all hear me in the chat? My mic said somebody said my mic is low. I'm trying to turn the joke up. Oh, I
can hear you better now.
You can hear me better now? All right.
Yeah.
Get it closer to me. All right, there we go.
Oh, now you muted. We can't hear you now. You muted. There you go. Nope, can't hear you. As you can see, Mr. Right Way is having some technical difficulties. We're going to keep it going. Yes, X-Men is going to be, I think it's going to be really good.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
I moved this part of the mic and it just like, oh, your mic is unplugged, and then it automatically muted you. So I'm like,
Yeah.
But like I said, man, the commercial was dope. Commercial hit me hard too because I forgot.
Pause.
Xavier. What? Oh, stop, Gabby. The commercial did it did, man. It was rough. I was like, wait a minute, Xavier died. I had to go back and
I forgot. I had forgotten.
I was like,
I completely forgot that last episode.
I thought he went into a coma though, so I gotta go back and watch.
He did, and then that was with I forget the lady's name. His friend. This was on the last season. Man, it's been so long. It's been so many years since I've watched that show. Because I remember waking up every Saturday morning. It was like clockwork. It was, let's see, what was it? It was Spider-Man, X-Men, and then I would roll over to the other station and watch Dragon Ball Z when it was the Raditz saga. That's when that was coming on. So those were my top three. And then at one point, they had Power Rangers playing on Saturday mornings as well. That was back in the day when Tommy was the Green Ranger. So, And
then USA had their stuff. Remember when
there we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Roland. Appreciate it. Yeah.
You know what now?
Roland was dropping in the chat the name of the lady that Xavier was friends with in X-Men. This was on like the last season.
Oh, okay. My mic's still low. So I'm gonna turn the mic up. There we go. Now we go.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you
good. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, USA Network. Remember when they had the mashup of the cartoons? And, around time. Remember when they had like Super Mario the cartoons, but they made a Super Mario All Stars, so they combined all those Mario cartoons, like Mario the first one, Mario 3, and then like the other one, Super Mario World.
So
all together, and then you didn't even know which cartoon you was getting. They just cut all like Mario and Luigi parts out and went straight to the cartoon, and then they just had just different ones.
I do
Mario All Stars, and then they had like the like they didn't have the original song. They like just had like a mashup of it, and it was just weird, but it was still good though.
USA Network. The memories that I have of that Street Fighter, that cartoon animation. I think Mortal Kombat was on there as well.
Yep.
And then the two Japanese anime that I was really focused on was Gigantor and Ronin Warriors was playing on USA back then too.
Rolling Warrior.
Man, that was my show. White Blaze. That tiger, that big old Siberian tiger he was rolling around with.
25 episodes, they messed my man up at the end. Now look, hey, I found that Spider-Man like I love see. Yeah, I had to go get that the other day, man. It was in Goodwill. I said, let me pick this up because these episodes were great. I don't know how many. It says 2 disc set, 13 episodes, Yeah, the new animated series. This came out after that, but this was good. All the Marvel cartoons, well, not all of them, but those back in the day were good. Like the '90s Marvel cartoons were good, but now the DC cartoons are good now. You know.
Now hold on, now, no, Batman the animated series, brother. What's wrong with you?
Well, Batman in the series was good, but like, hey, that wasn't Marvel. I'm saying DC. Well, that was the only one, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that was the only one they really did back then too. To be fair,
and Superman and stuff like that, Superman was good, but then Batman just took it off,
Yeah. I mean, Batman was dark too. I mean, it was legit dark for a children's cartoon. I mean,
yeah, it was.
They kept it PG.
Yeah,
they kept it PG, but yeah, Spider-Man was hidden, X-Men was hidden. I mean, Saturday mornings was lit. Lit.
You had to wake up early Saturday morning for cartoons and
wake up early, man, because it was from 8 to 10. It was nothing but action-packed morning full of
12. I thought it was like 8 to 12.
Well, some of those I didn't watch. The tail end between 11 and 12, it wasn't too good. Normally, I was flipping it over to the Kung Fu movies on Saturday mornings too. So, Saturday morning.
I was looking towards wrestling, so I understand. Like, wrestling, like, hey, now, hold on. I'm going to watch wrestling real quick. So, but yeah, man, the X-Men, the first trailer for X-Men 97 looks good. I see y'all when Arcade One Up dropped that X-Men 97 arcade cabinet. I knew they were going to remix all those games into one cabinet again for something, and they picked 97. I talking about we can't release Marvel's Capcom 2 again.
And then they got it smack dab in the lineup. I was like, what? Come on, bro.
And they got all of them. Steve, look, he said, like, trash. I would definitely not. I want one, but I do not want to pay no $4.99 again. Arcade One Up, I'm done with them, really. I'm really done with it. Unless I can get one super duper cheap, I'm done with them. I'm just like,
I'm getting that Unico, bro. That's it. That's my last one. That Unico candy cab, and it's a wrap.
Oh man, yeah.
Can't wait for that to come. I can't wait.
So, at the end of the X-Men card, at the end of the X-Men, what you call it? Oh my goodness! When Gambit was riding on Wolverine, he charged his claws up. Did you notice that? It was like, what was that?
I was wilding out those last couple of episodes.
It was like, man, I couldn't just. Ugh.
It's a good old days, man. Dang, can't. I mean, now it's like, I don't know. I mean, we're older, so of course we're not looking at it the same way. But the lineup of shows to watch, even if it wasn't on like the national television stations back when Cartoon Network, before Toonami, they were still playing Johnny Quest and all that.
Stop with Toonami. And then look what dude said, Static Shock. Man, Static Shock.
Oh, Static Shock, yes.
Static Shock.
And the crossover episode with him and Batman.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
That Static, I don't think Static Shock really need to come back unless they really do it well. They really do it well.
Well, you know what? So they did bring him back in Batman Beyond as an adult, if you remember that. I didn't. I mean, like he came in and
see. I just now started kind of respect Batman Beyond, because at first I didn't like it.
Back then I didn't like it. Now it's kind of I kind of treat it like how folks do the prequel series with Star Wars. Like now they've started to like it a little bit more.
I almost thought you about to say GT.
Oh, I still don't like GT.
I like GT a little bit.
No, I don't like Dragon Ball GT.
Some parts of GT I like.
So the best part of GT is Super Saiyan 4. That's it. Done.
That's what everybody remembers, the Super Saiyan 4.
That was the only highlight.
And that weird mustache that
Vegeta had. Oh my God.
He had a face.
I was glad when Bra clowned him. She clowned him so bad, and she's like, "Dad, that mustache has got to go." And he's over there like, "All right, I shaved it off."
Yeah. Man. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
oh man.
People in the chat
over here.
What do you say?
He's looking at the chat right there.
Rockhead says before Toonami, Who remembers super early for anime on local channels like Sailor Moon and Samurai Pizza Cats?
Pizza Cats, man. Samurai Pizza Cats, bro. Oh my god, that takes me back.
I do not remember Samurai Pizza Cat.
Oh man, I used to watch the heck out of that.
I remember Sailor Moon a lot. Yeah.
Oh, my sister stayed on Sailor Moon, bro. Like she was over there remastering and remaking and doing her own private episodes in her room, like Sailor Moon, oh, tuxedo mask. I'm like, girl, if you don't get out of here with that.
No, I'm telling you, dude. Hey, I love me some Jim, man. Like, I don't know why I love Jim. Yeah, Jim is this. I love it. I love it. Then I don't know. That was like my first cartoon crush, man. Like Showtime synergy. She took it. I said, "Oh, she gonna change it to it, boy. She gonna go." Oh man. I will play the song, but I won't get copyright strike. But that song, man, and the girl who sung Jim, I almost had a chance to meet her because she was like at some conventions, doing conventions rounds. But they woman can sing, man. That woman can sing for real. Like it was an actual woman who did the singing, and then they had an animated voice for it and stuff.
Okay.
It was like the Jam stuff was like, and all them toys now, them Jam toys are like, it's like expensive, like G.I. Joe and He-Man toys, man.
Bruh, you know what? I didn't even realize it because my daughter was younger. Well, I was just about to say that. So my daughter was big on My Little Pony. When she was, 4 or 5, and that's all she liked watching was My Little Pony. And we got her all these little My Little Pony dolls and stuff like that. Man, I looked some of that stuff up. Tell me why that stuff's going for like $200-$300. The Bratz dolls are going for like $400 or $500 a pop in the box, never been opened. I'm like, what? Dang. But it's it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. Like back in the day, they made cartoons were the cartoons were the selling point for the toys. There they go, yeah. Because that's why all He-Man existed. They made He-Man, said, well, we need some action figures. All right, make this cartoon around it. And then just grew. Like, Turtles didn't happen that way. But a lot of those 80, 90 cartoons all had their own toys. It all synergized around it. Like, you got the cartoon, boom, hit you with a commercial. Cartoon, hit you with a commercial. And then I was like, wow.
It was the same with Ghostbusters cartoon.
Thundercats, yeah.
Thundercats, like with He-Man, I had the He-Man sword. I remember you hit that little button on the side of the sword, and the sword would light up in the dark.
Yeah,
power of Grayskull.
Hey, the Thundercats one be like, "Give me sight beyond sight." I'm like, "Oh,
Thundercats,
thunder!" I love it, and I man, my heart just like. When I see a real Thundercat sword, like at the conventions and stuff.
Oh yeah,
a real Thundercat sword. Man, this dude on Instagram was making how Lionel had the little claw he put the sword in.
Oh yeah.
He was making those things custom, and I was like, oh, I would love to have one of those, man.
Man, I don't know. I'm trying my hardest not to add anything else. Like right now,
hey man, what's where we going, man? People add what talking about Outlaw Star.
No, I'm saying it's going crazy.
Hey, Outlaw Star was pretty dope too.
Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, bruh, I had
Robotech and Speed Racer.
Oh, Speed Racer, bro, on USA. I was watching that too. Man.
Well, Speed Racer, that song, man. And everybody had that dope ass song too. Most cartoons had dope song. I'll tell you what a dope song to everybody. That is really that's really good, but a lot of people sleep on. Y'all gonna laugh, but the Gummy Bear song, that song go hard, man. Oh, that song goes, boy, that song goes tough.
Okay, so
amazing and carry. I love that song, boy.
So if we're talking about, okay, I'll give you my top 5 intro theme songs for just the shows from the 90s. I'll give you everything when we were growing up. My top 5. I'll say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that used to get me hype for sure. Let's see, Power Rangers. I'm talking about, boy, it gets you hype. Power Rangers will get you hype.
What song?
Oh, Mighty Morphin, bro. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, bro. We gotta have the original.
Because I tell you, no, I tell you to go harder than the original. When Tommy's Fight song came out, Tommy's Fight song was dope.
What, the Green Ranger or the White Ranger?
The Green Ranger.
Oh my god, bro! And he straight bodied everybody in the Megazord. Oh my god!
He jumped up there. What y'all doing?
Out of here!
Tommy came in there and said, "Oh no!" And everybody,
Oh,
jumping out. Boy, he came in there and said,
my third X-Men. Oh my god! I'm talking about. I think that's probably one of the few shows that if I watch it right now, I gotta watch the intro every single time before the episode starts. Just because if that's why I was saying, if we do they're doing the new X-Men, you gotta bring back that theme song. You have to. You just have to. It's a classic.
Oh, it's good. It's so good. So that's
4.
X-Men, your number 3.
That's my number 3. And number 4 is gonna be Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking about the English dub version of the intro. Yeah.
I like the Japanese one. Like,
oh man, no, I like the US version of that. That's just like Dragon Ball Z. You know, that one goes hard.
Dragon, fight the dragon.
Yeah.
Get me.
Yeah. Number 5. Oh man, I have my 5th one.
Transformers. He says some more to me. So Transformers really have a good song. It was just there, you know.
Transformers did go good. I mean, man, I'm trying to think, man, because there's one more, and I'm come back to it. I'm gonna come back. Spawn was good too.
I can't put a top 5. I just think like I agree with everyone you say that I like, but then like the Disney afternoon theme songs like Darkwing Duck, like
oh yeah,
mystery,
yeah,
yeah, like, oh,
yeah,
shadows. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
What Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, what was it? Chippendale Rescue Rangers. They had a
man, my man going full Disney over here.
Yeah, hey. Tailspin, oh yeah, tailspin, oh yeah. I don't know. That was just so weird, but I love Tailspin. That's all. Like you had to catch the songs at the beginning. What was another? Oh yeah, say Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears was good. Oh, we think about songs. Fraggle Rock, down to Fraggle Rock.
Oh, you know what? This isn't a cartoon.
Oh, Mask was a dope song.
Mask was was heat. But I'm about to drop one on you. I'm going straight Nickelodeon on you. Guts. You remember that show Guts? Guts.
That was okay. I didn't like that.
You didn't like Guts?
No, because I'm more of like what was that? What was the Hidden Temple game called? The Hidden Temple.
Oh, Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yeah. Legends of the Hidden Temple, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it good? I remember that.
Oh, Biker Mice from Mars, bro.
Biker Mice from Mars was dope. It was
Care Bears, the Care Bears. That's another one.
That Cops. Remember Cops with the black dude with the he was the head cop. He's like, it's crime. We say like it's fighting time. Something like that. It was like
this was a cartoon.
Cops. Remember Cops? It was an old school. It was like Cops. It wasn't like ooh, not the cops like the live action Cops. It was like, dang.
I don't know that one.
I gotta see it. Let me see. I gotta go look it up. But remember I had on tip of my tongue. Dang, I was just thinking about that. Oh, Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I forget that one.
Inspector Gadget, go! Gadget, go!
That's dancing on the stream right now.
I was like, oh, and then Ghostbusters. But then what was the other Ghostbuster one? It was the Ghostbusters and the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I
ain't like that one, but it was still both of them were great though.
Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember the intro for Street Fighter or the Mortal Kombat cartoon.
Remember this one? Heathcliff, no one should.
Oh yeah,
my neighborhood.
Man,
oh boy, Heathcliff I used to love using Heathcliff, boy.
SWAT Cat. Oh my gosh.
SWAT Cat.
Yep.
Good. The dude who voiced Donatello was voicing one of the SWAT cats.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you go back and look at it. The dude who voiced Donatello for Turtles voiced one of, I think he voiced the slimmer SWAT cat. And y'all just jumping in. We be getting the Xbox and all the news. We just started talking about.
Yeah, we went on a tangent on the cartoons and anime stuff, and down memory lane.
Hey, Doug was pretty dope too.
Oh, Doug, yep.
Denver the Last Dinosaur. Denver the Last Dinosaur.
I don't think I watched that one.
And a whole lot more. Y'all, all these songs. Boy,
see, these kids don't understand. These kids don't understand anymore. They don't know. They don't have that. They got the iPads and YouTube. That's all they watch. They watch us.
Like I tell you, man.
Well, not us. They watch everybody else.
Hey, it did. Yeah, we're gonna get back to Xbox. He said we're gonna get to Xbox in a minute. But what you call it? What was it? What that song was? That song just thought about it. Oh, Pink Panther, the cartoon. Just
I remember that.
Pink Panther was just like, I say it's still one of my favorite cartoons because it's just never talk. We talked about that before. He just cool as hell and just had the cool ass music and stuff and just
okay.
There like this.
I'm gonna drop two for you right here. The Jetsons.
All right, Jetsons. Okay.
Remember the Jetsons?
Yeah.
And do you remember James Bond Jr.?
Yeah, I remember James Bond Jr. I like it.
Yep.
That didn't last long though, but it
didn't. It didn't.
The game was pretty good though. The game was pretty good. I remember reading that game, James Bond Jr. game on Super Nintendo. I remember that.
Man, those were the days. Those were the days.
Just I sometimes I go back on YouTube and just watch all those songs again and stuff like them 90s and 80s songs. But like Mask, oh my gosh, I get it on my phone, man. Mask Crusaders, working overtime, fighting crime. Like yes, Secret Radio.
I guarantee you go to a nightclub that's 30 and up and let a DJ play like 5 of them flashback intro songs, and I guarantee you, everybody's gonna like,
it's almost like when I was in the club one time. This is before it got popular, but somebody had played like the 007 song when you pause it, and then like
oh man,
and that goes. I can't do it, but that beat's still one of the coldest beats in video game history. I don't know, that beat's so dang cold. That 007.
I mean, that's probably one of the dopest intros for a game for theme music that I can think of.
They don't make theme music like that no more, or just like cartoon theme songs no more. Because nobody can't watch. You gotta get right to it. You can't have no intro on YouTube because you gotta get right to it.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
We got somebody adding. Look, he out for baby duty. Oh,
the man, the myth, the legend.
Look, he ain't even ready.
Sorry, the audience members were contacting me saying that because you guys went off the rails and talking about cartoons, and they said this is a gaming podcast. Get the Tech Buzz Gaming in here because these guys are going off the rails.
Hey, I just live here.
No. Steve, you older than all.
What's going on?
You should know all these.
Oh, I was listening. I was laughing.
You was like 62, so you know all these.
Oh, snap! Not 62.
62. I thought somebody said I was 75. I was like,
oh, I remember that. Yeah,
remember that guy was a clown, man.
He was a clown.
Who said that?
Just somebody trying to get their 2 minutes of fame on the internet, you know.
Oh,
yeah, you're making a little hate video because he got more toys and Steve got more toys.
Yeah, people don't like when you get toys, man.
I don't have any toys. My toys are gone.
Yeah. Yours waiting for the new home.
It's the most depressing thing, making a video with no background. I'm like, I'm trucking through it, y'all. I'm trucking through it.
You thought about selling anything since ain't nothing back there now?
No. No. Actually, you know what? If we're being completely honest, I find myself buying less because I don't see it. I walk in here in general, I'm like, ooh, I got to get something else. Now I've been like really, low key. Haven't picked up any Neo Geo games. Minus 2 I'm going to pick up from you at the end of the month. But
hey, hold on. Let me show you. Look at this. See, this is what we talked about last week, right? These people like y'all talking about Xbox with a PlayStation in the background. Come on.
Wait. Can I one up that?
What?
We all going to be talking about freaking Xbox, and Steve's wearing a Sega Sonic shirt and a freaking PlayStation hat. And I'm wearing a TurboGrafx 16
and
hat.
with a Nintendo
mic fly. Oh, now you got to come in here banging with a Capcom versus SNK too.
Look at that. I know, right? Look at this.
We are in serious trouble tonight.
I know, right?
Serious trouble.
Come on.
So
this is so funny. Well, this is what I talked about last week about how some people put their identity in a freaking company or a video game. It's okay to like it, but then when people make these little dumb channels or dumb things and come back and like, oh, you're talking about PlayStation and Xbox. You're talking about Xbox. You should be Xbox free.
What are you doing? What was that?
Maybe I'm here to go like this. I'm gonna tweet it. I'm gonna say it.
Hey, I want to go back to what you all were saying about Arcade 1-Up in that Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Smart they did the deluxe with no riser. Bad they used the X-Men 97 graphic for a freaking Marvel vs. Capcom.
What's your camera doing like this? You just did a thumbs up, and you had like
you like that?
Yeah. Did you?
No, it's StreamYard that does that. When you throw a thumbs up, apparently.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, it's not.
You must got a Sony camera, don't you?
No, I'm using my PTZ Optics camera.
Do y'all not remember that one time in the stream I was doing that? I can't control it now.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, you can do this and it'll do like hearts and crap. Oh, see, look. You can do the hearts and it'll.
What if I do like this?
Stop. Pause.
What if I do like this?
Pause. Stop that.
Boy.
A lot of people don't know what that means, so I'm sorry. I got no fingers to do it.
And then he wonders why.
Look, I got no fingers.
He brings it on himself.
Hey, listen, 2 days with this guy.
Somebody say, who
2
farted?
days.
It's crazy. Somebody said, that was funny. Somebody who farted.
Yeah, I mean, so you know what? Going back to it, a week and a half ago, we were on this podcast talking about Xbox, talking about like, oh my god, don't take all the games. I mean, I was feeling some kind of way because I was kind of reading into some of the articles and stuff like that. I'm like, man, what if Gears goes to PlayStation? What if Halo goes to PlayStation? Even though that wasn't really going to be said, that was at the extreme of that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Then we get the podcast the other day, and like, we got 4 games that are going to go to other platforms. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm sitting here, everything's just hair standing up. I'm like, what's he going to say? What 4 games are going? I can't tell you that. I'm like, wait. What?
He didn't say anything.
They're exclusives to Xbox, but 2 of them are AAA titles, and everybody's like, okay. So what platforms are they going to? I can't tell you that. Wait. Bro. Why are we holding this right now? Why are we holding this podcast?
Wait. Can't tell you that.
See, that's a good joke, Steve. There you go. Congratulations. That's a good joke.
That was good. I mean, but to this point, I was like, bro, you could have just put this in an email, bro. I mean, you could have emailed me this. You didn't have to put 40 minutes on YouTube or a podcast to tell everybody that, hey, we got 4 games coming. We can't tell you what those games are. We're going to continue consoles. You literally could have just did a press release with the article that said all of that. But
and then Nintendo was going to do theirs, and then because Xbox didn't reveal it, they said, we can't do nothing. Gotta cancel.
Yeah, basically. So I'm like, we already know that one of those, or 2 or 3, is going to Switch.
Yep. Yeah.
It is what it is. But you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool with.
I want to come out because Alex isn't here and he can't defend himself. So I'm going to go out on a limb right now. And Alex was the one last year that made the prediction by Q2 this year we were going to see a Switch 2. And sorry, Alex, we ain't getting no Switch 2 this year. We might not even get it next year. So
Alex gonna pop in here to be like, let me tell you something. He gonna pop
yeah, I know. I threw that out. Threw that. But you know what? I took my Xbox out of retirement. It's no longer sitting here collecting dust and being a. You know what I did? I took it up. My wife's using it now.
I'm telling you. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of folks, everyone's. Don't get me wrong. I have all majority consoles. I got PlayStation, got Xbox. 90% of my gameplay outside of the small percentage of Neo Geo is Xbox, and then the other small percentage is PlayStation. That's it. But Xbox has been the main focus of my gameplay for the last 15 years. 20 years. Actually, take that back. Right? And it's not necessarily the games, it's the handful of games that have kept me engaged with the Xbox platform. That's what's kept me playing throughout. And it's just been easy that way, just because I have friends that I've built over 15, 20 plus years that are on Xbox Live. And it's convenient at that point to play those games with those individuals.
Oh, hey, you don't get me cut off. Put that down. Don't get
what?
Don't get
me right.
I did listen. I did under 15 seconds. You're good.
Don't you start?
But that's why. That's what it is.
Don't you start?
Listen, he's sitting there saying that. That's what Xbox is doing.
Xbox gonna give it to him, but no,
they're gonna give it to you.
But I really do. But two things I took away from the Xbox conference. They slid it in. Like Paul. What she said, we're gonna have Xbox gonna jump a generation or whatever they're talking about, like the most powerful console, which I thought we had that now. And then also too, somebody said that they really like how they want gamers to play where their library is at. Somebody, I forgot who said that, but they wanted to focus, like if somebody invested in the Xbox platform, they want them to stay. They want to stay there. They're not like, and they're still committed to doing exclusive stuff, but they didn't rule it out that exclusive stuff could be like going somewhere else, because it was like a really good business meeting, a really good way to show you how to talk, how business people talk. It was like, well, we're gonna say it, but not really saying it and not really committing. So you can't
deal with that bullshit every day.
Let's be fair.
I deal with that every day. So I'm like, bruh, like everything they were just saying, I'm like, come on, bruh. I read through all
circles though.
But do we want them
circles?
Do we want them doing exclusives when they're throwing out half-baked games like Halo and Starfield and all these other games that they've thrown out that have been total disasters? And even, let me say, as far as being delayed, which has really pissed off the Xbox community. Let's just be honest, right?
Anything pisses off the Xbox community.
You know what? The problem there is that it left members that are diehard Xbox fans playing the same old game.
How did it make you feel? You're diehard.
You know what? When Halo Infinite came out, I was pissed because we had 5 and I was like, 5 is trash. 4 was trash. We came off of 3 and Reach. And of course, Reach was Bungie's last one before they jumped ship and moved to Destiny. Mm-hmm. And then a majority of us that were on Halo Reach moved to Destiny. But then Destiny started, okay. And like, this is getting stale. We need something new. And then everybody's like, let's go back to Halo. Infinite's coming out. Let's play it. COVID happened. We get it. Things happen. But still, all these promises. And then they kept getting delayed. We got multiplayer, no campaign. We got campaign. And by the time campaign came out, we had other games on other platforms that everybody else wanted to play. Mm-hmm. They had a great opportunity to drop a game when there was nothing out. They had a great opportunity to have a game that was just boom. I mean, hell, even if it was half baked, let it be a damn sandbox and just tell the community, hey, it's not done. Play it with us. Let's build it together. Hell, that's what everybody else is doing now. I mean, look at Pal World. They're literally building the game as we're playing it, and we're still playing the game.
Yeah, and they talked about Power World, how they were surprised about, and you said that like what how Power World was like they should go ahead and scoop them up, and I was kind of they was they seemed like they was kind of talking around it like they might, because why would they talk about Power World in a business meeting like that? So they took notice like, oh, hold on,
Oh yeah, I knew that. That's it's. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
why wouldn't they try to go for it? I mean, like, they haven't publicly come out and say, hey, we have exclusive rights to Power World. Power World is a third-party game, and they're free to go wherever they want. It just so happens they're PC and Xbox currently at the moment. So
maybe it's scared of Nintendo.
Well, you know what? If it was me and Nintendo had Pokemon, I wouldn't touch Power World because that's a clash of their own IP.
I think it's a battle of the big corporate monkeys, to be quite honest. Like you have, no, I'm serious. Like you have Microsoft, and then you have Disney. Disney just acquired 10% of Epic.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's Microsoft's next big move? Well, let's get Power World, right? Let's get another huge game.
They got Call of Duty and everything, So
they do, but Call of Duty's kind of you have your guys that just won't leave it. Like I don't see it growing from what I see. Like the audience of Call of Duty has really dropped off because of all the cheating that goes on in it. Mm-hmm. I don't see the Call of Duty audience the way it was when it was with the 360. I was big in Call of Duty in the 360 era with Ghost and Modern Warfare 2.
Black Ops 2. Oh my God.
That was right. Am I right, Elliot? The 360 era of Call of Duty was the era, right?
That was it right there. The pinnacle.
Everything after that is just people reliving the glory days and the glory years of Call
I got this today. Right here.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Steve, those were the heydays of
these are top 3 Call of Duty games right here on 360.
So 2 Call of Duty games. The 2 main ones that matter.
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2, just for the campaign alone, bro. The campaign alone
the 360 version.
On 360 was just, oh my God, that intro was amazing. I was like, I got to play it all the way through. And I was like, just give me a sequel.
That's right.
Give me a sequel to this story, and they never gave it to us. I'm like, I want to know what happens. We end the campaign. I'm like, bro, this was too good. This could have been a movie. It could have been a movie.
It was the game.
It was good. It was really good.
We played it in college. Amazing. I mean, it was the game to play. Like we'd stay up all night with LAN parties and stuff to play.
Bruh, it was amazing. In Black Ops 2,
Black Ops
2 stayed in rotation. It was like, this is what happened. It was 5 hours on Halo, rotate. Black Ops 2, another 5 hours, rotate. Back to Halo. Tomorrow, Gears, rotate.
And as much as everybody loved PlayStation, you knew Xbox Online is where it was at.
Yeah,
it didn't matter if you were a Sony fanboy or not. You could bow and say Xbox Online was the superior online service.
So I will say this. I was pro PlayStation Online in its early stages for SOCOM 2 on PlayStation 2.
But for what features?
Yeah, but that was because there wasn't nothing really on there.
It was free. You could just get online and play it. You didn't have to worry about paying
so you're
anything,
just saying
right?
Just because of the game. You're just saying
because of the game, right? Xbox Live came in. It was like, bro, I got to pay for this.
Yeah,
I'm over here on PlayStation 2. I don't have to worry about it.
Xbox Live was off charts.
That's what won me, was the experience, the online experience. I was like, you're making it 10 times easier for me to play Halo than me carrying this big ass CRTV to everybody's house and my huge console. Pause.
I'm gonna get this.
And playing this, which, don't get me wrong, LAN parties are that's so nostalgia based, man. That's the OP thing. I think the last time I was at a LAN party was 15. No, it was after college.
Oh, okay.
Like my let's see, it was my daughter was maybe so about 13 years ago was my last LAN party I went to.
2020 was that 2020? I mean 2002.
2011.
Okay. Oh, that was dang. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Way back then. I didn't
Yeah.
do many LAN parties, but just but the big TV I had. Remember the Mitsubishi projection TVs? I had that.
Bruh.
I had one of those. I could take that nowhere. I like because I like, oh, I dished this right here. I dished this TV right here. I wouldn't got me one of those, but then look what I got still. And this stand the test of time. Man, but,
There's a lot of companies now that were places and shops are rebuilding those CRTs. That's becoming a bigger business now just because of retro.
Yeah, because nobody throwing them out no more. Now you see them on used to like what 2-3 years ago, people were throwing them out for free,
Giving them away.
Yeah, giving them away. Now you see them on Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, $100. I'm like, what?
But more than that.
Hey, somebody offered me $300 for this TV because it got a VHS and a DVD player on it. I said,
Mine got a VHS and DVD player too. I had to pay $250 for that.
why you got pause on here? I got this at Goodwill for like $30.
Oh, see, yeah, it's happening with this chair, cuz.
You all right over there?
Yeah, my wheels. There we go. Oh yeah, we're back in business now.
You all right? What happened? You about to
I was
fall
trying to roll up to the camera so I could my back.
He getting all intimate with you guys. He's coming up like this, and he's like, "Listen,
That's right.
come closer."
That's right. It's Friday night,
Listen-
baby.
listen
It's
to
Friday
me.
night, and we here live on the podcast.
You see
Live
Xbox
here on the podcast on
Call of Duty.
StreamYard. We on this thing talking about games, and more games.
He said, it's
Yeah,
a
nobody's
deal on your
disputing
third
Call of
leg.
Duty is not number. Somebody in the chat room was saying Call of Duty is still being purchased today, and there's still diehards out there. My kid will buy every Call of Duty that comes out there. He will pre-order it, even though 3 months down the road you can get it at $2 at a pawn shop. He wants it day one. He'll buy the battle pass. He'll do all the extras, just because he's hooked into the shooter games. Like that's just. Battlefield was another one that I was really big on. Like I really like
It fell
Battlefield.
off, but it was pretty good though.
Yeah, I tried. I tried Battlefield, and even the more
story
recent
on it
one.
is phenomenal though with Battlefield.
Yeah,
That's what I liked about it. But I just think it's just it's those people. That's the only game that they play on the console or the PC is just Call of Duty.
Okay. Well, okay. So to this point, top 3 Xbox games, and they can be cross-platform. But I'm saying if it was a better version of this game on Xbox, or if it was an exclusive, what are your top 3?
Call of Duty, Metal Gear, and Halo. All
Metal
three.
Gear what?
Metal Gear on Xbox, really?
Yep.
Metal Gear what?
Any of the Metal Gears, 1, 2, or 3, don't matter.
Huh? Metal Gear 1 didn't come on Xbox.
Well, all the
You mean the
all
He's
my-
talking about 2. He's talking about Substance.
yeah,
You
there
know, too.
Yeah, there was
And
a
Snake Eater.
There was like a collection one too, or whatever. But
Oh.
Metal Gear 2 and Metal Gear 3, I have them over on the other side. Like we
Oh,
played
yeah, I got-
those.
I have
Yeah.
those.
Oh,
Sons of Liberty by
are you talking
oh my
about
God.
Xbox all the year, or are you just talking
I'm
360?
I'm talking- yeah, OG 360. I'm going all just top 3.
Well, it's got Call of Duty and Halo and ugh.
It's hard.
I have to go with
Make it-
Metal Gear
should I
just
make it
because
top
that's what me and
5?
my-
Should I make it
still
top 5?
Top
I
5.
can make it top 5.
Do a top 5 real quick. What's your
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5. I'll do my top 5.
Go
I gotta
ahead.
throw Castlevania in there too.
I do this. Mine is Gears, Halo, Gears, Halo.
COD.
No, I hate.
Really, you're not pulling COD in there?
I hate Call of Duty. I really. Hate
Well, I
Call of
know you hate it, but I mean,
Duty. I don't play it no more. But Halo, Call of Duty. I would have to say, I really play the WWE games, SmackDown vs. Raw on Xbox instead of PlayStation. Those
Okay.
right there, those years, especially started at 2008 or 2009. In 2009, play each last every one of those on there. That's top 3. Top 5. I can't think of 2 more.
you
Oh,
had
no.
Castlevania, Need for Speed. Those would be my other 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are the ones they play. I mean,
Need for Speed games are always my favorite.
oh well, I say a Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for
yeah,
Speed Most Wanted. That's
Most
my
one
favorite
is
one.
like the best, or
Okay.
Underground.
2000,
or Underground.
2005, and then
Here's
hold on,
my 5.
hold
Oh,
on,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Give me one more, and then let me think of one more that will have to be. Oh, Street Fighter.
5?
No, Ultra Street
Top
Fighter.
4? Oh, Ultra Street Fighter. Yeah, I'm not 5. I'm tripping. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 4. That'll be my top right now.
Okay.
Just thinking off the top of my head right now.
We ready?
Go for it. Hit us.
Oh.
Halo Reach. I'm being specific here.
Oh, he's going. He's going.
Yeah.
He's at least.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ninja Gaiden 1.
Okay.
Yes.
Black. Or the first one.
We could call it Black. Black was basically 1, but it was just a better version. So we can call it Black. Yeah.
Okay.
So Ninja Gaiden Black. Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. All right, we'll give it to you, but
Technically, it wasn't exclusive before it went to PlayStation. That game is amazing. That game is amazing.
It was exclusive. I never played. I needed to play it, but I never played Mass Effect.
Gears 1, just because it introduced something new. Third-person shooter, because we were so accustomed to first-person shooters. The story was amazing.
The chainsaw gun.
The chainsaw guns. Those are my top 5.
Somebody said
And that's mixed between 360 and OG Xbox.
Oh yes,
so.
I just said 3. Yeah, I was.
Yo,
Notice nobody said Tom Clancy.
Nah.
You know
Throw
what?
that out there.
Those were great. Some of them during the PlayStation 2 era. The Splinter Cell games are okay. They're over the top.
I would
get to a point where they try to do too much. You know, it's like it try to be like too realistic, too espionage. It too just like
too technical.
Too technical. That's what I'm looking at. They try to be too technical, and it loses it. You know, because they was trying to cram all that stuff off the books and stuff they had, which a lot of us didn't read those books. But then they bring the stuff over. They had great characters and stuff, but it was too technical. It was like I'm going to read every part of the book.
Yep.
Bayonetta 1 played great on the PlayStation. I mean, played great on the Xbox, and it played good on the PlayStation. The first one, that's why they remade it.
Let me
Lost
throw this
Planet
at
was
you.
good. Which
one? Lost Planet was another one. Yep.
You know what? When Lost Planet first came out, it was so different. I like, what is Lost Planet about? You know, because you drop off, you're in the snow, and you like just. It was really weird and crazy.
Give me 2 honorable mentions. It could be either OG or 360.
Dead or Alive.
Ooh, okay. Which one?
There's so many good ones because 4 and 5 are definitely great.
I played the hell out of 2. DOA 2 on PlayStation, but you know, it is what it is.
I'll tell you this one. Virtual Fighter 5.
On Xbox, really? Okay.
On Xbox, it was really good. I had it on both, but Virtual Fighter was really good. I like those weird, obscure fighting games. A lot of them are gonna be fighting games for me because I just love fighters.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man and Red Dead.
Ooh, okay.
I tell you, I'll mention that he
Amazing Spider-Man and Red Dead.
Amazing
Okay.
Spider-Man, the OG. Yep.
Okay.
I tell you this one, and a lot of people don't put this on there, but they're Xbox exclusive, and you got to get both. Naruto Path of the Ninja, the first one, and then the second one after that, where it started right.
Much.
Those 2 Naruto games, the first two Naruto games on Xbox 360,
amazing.
Amazing, so good. Path of the Ninja, and then what was the other one?
They're hard to get though, aren't they?
They are. They're probably like 40.
I was gonna say, I
think I still have the strategy guide for it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I have it. I have both of them in there. Let me go get it really quick.
All right. So my 2 honorable mentions is one's on OG Xbox, Jade Empire.
I never heard of that one.
Oh,
yeah,
no, you never heard it?
No, not Jade Empire.
Oh, man,
is that RPG or is it?
It's a BioWare game, so it's it's like you can kind of call it an RPG based, but man, it's like a martial arts kind of style.
That's probably
story.
Why I don't do a lot of the.
Oh man, Jade Empire was
RPGs. Yeah, that's just.
Oh, it's so good, bro. It's so good.
Okay.
So good. Number 2, Lost Odyssey.
Okay.
On 360. Blue Dragon, I see that in the chat. That's another good one.
Blue Dragon.
It took me forever to find one.
All right,
yeah, so Lost.
I was about to bring Lost Odyssey.
Yeah, see, so I loved Lost Odyssey. The only problem I had with the game is they chose to just have a lot of text
There you
to read
Yeah, there you
instead of having, actual voice acting in the game.
Rise of the Ninja and Broken Bone.
Rise of the Ninja go hard, bro. That was my game.
Rise of the Ninja go really good. I mean, yeah, Rise of the Ninja right here, and then his Broken Bone. Oh, guys, if y'all haven't got these two Naruto games, these are exclusively stuck on Xbox 360.
Those
Nowhere else
ones.
you cannot play. Now they are really, really great.
Ooh, Last Remnant. That's another good one right there. The Last Remnant.
I
The
can't
best
believe
one
none of
to
y'all
get, though.
said this. Can't believe none of y'all said Jet Set Radio Future.
They were saying it. They were saying it in the chat
somebody
room.
said it there? Okay, good.
Yeah,
They were
I mean,
saying
don't get me wrong. Jet Set Radio is fire. Okay. Oh, wait. Is that the bonus? Is that the two-sided Jet Set Radio?
Yeah, it has the hologram.
Ooh, see. Okay. All right. For my Xbox fans out there, the Jet Set Radio version that he just dropped in front of you, that's the one to go for. That one is like a $45, $50 version, just because
But look,
you generally see a dual game version of Jet Set Radio, and I forget the other game that comes with it. I normally would have it on my
Racing
shelf.
game.
As you can see, it's empty back here, so I can't give it to you. But
let's talk about you know what? Here's another exclusive, and it's by From Software. It is so great.
Ford, yes,
Ninja Blade.
yes.
Ninja
That is
Blade
such an underrated game.
It is. Ninja Blade is so freaking dope.
Ninja Blade is a really good game.
Ninja. I can get a better copy, but
I'm surprised he didn't bust out Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh God, everybody's talking about that game.
the game is
Oh,
still down now.
We're
It's
talking
just-
Xbox, right? Hey, you want to
I
throw down
know,
an $80,
but-
$90 game? Let's go.
No, but the game ain't even that good for it to be
Oh, I know it's not
$100.
good, but listen, I'm going
This
out
one.
pawn shops tomorrow to try to find it again. I already have it. I'm gonna sell it and get Nintendo games for it.
Well, there you go.
You can get
Driver.
$40 now. Yeah, Driver. San
I ain't
Francisco.
stupid.
This is a $30 game. This
So,
is actually a pretty good game.
Driver, I have Driver. I like Driver.
Look, just look at this real quick. We're talking about Xbox, and look at all of these names that are dropping in the chat now. All of these good, solid ass games dropping in the chat, and we out here talking about PlayStation this, PlayStation that.
Well, wait. We got to go back to PlayStation because somebody dropped a question here.
Okay, well, what are they talking about?
What's the best PlayStation 2 game to get? I don't know if it was just a drive-by.
Oh,
Solar Dare. Solar
okay.
Dare said
You know what?
this is what he says. He said, just got a PS2. Any good games you guys can recommend first? Go ahead.
Oh, man.
I'll give you 3. I'll give you different genres.
Go get Steve. After
Shin-
you, Steve, I'm gonna get 3 real quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
I just wanted to make
Action
sure you didn't forget
Adventure.
it because he get lost.
Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty. Metal Gear Solid 2. Gotta have it. Okay, I'm gonna give you that one. Right here. Fighting game, Capcom versus SNK 2. Get that. That's a great fighting game. Number 3. Just because it's more story, but man. I'm trying to think here. I mean, there's some shooters in there.
You gotta go OG. Come on, get some Grand Theft in there. Come on.
Yes, thank you. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas.
Right. That's right.
Those 3 games. Now, if you want something online based, of course, I mean, there's not going to be much of it anyway now, but
Right.
SOCOM 2 was fire back in the day. Real fire.
If price isn't an object for you, you can get the Grand Theft Autos at pawn shops for like $2. But they're great games. Seriously, get out there and get them. I'm gonna go with Silent Hill.
Woo!
Silent
Pricey.
Hill 2 specifically,
Pricey.
and then I'm gonna go Resident Evil 4. If price is not a object, I like the survival horror games. That's just kind of me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got to add one more. Tekken Tag Tournament. I got to add it.
Tag. Yep.
Oh my God, that game was so good. Tekken Tag, the first one.
If you want to keep it cheap,
You
you can get like Ratchet and Clank. You can get some of those games.
I see it carried it in.
What's he doing? Wait, what's he doing? I missed it. What's he doing?
Oh, scared it.
What did he do? I missed
He had
it.
a whole stack of PlayStation 2 games. I saw Tekken Tag up right on the top.
Ah, there it is.
All right, yeah. Hey, I couldn't pick
Tekken Bowling, bro. Oh my God, Tekken Bowling.
Steve, go ahead. Did you name?
Yeah,
it?
I said Silent Hill 2, Resident Evil 4, and both Ellie and I were like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. I mean, that's just
San Andreas.
Oh, I'm sorry, San Andreas. I was reading somebody said Vice City in the chat room.
Vice City's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but San Andreas.
is.
I have all of them. I have them all for.
Mhm.
I actually got 10, but I got
What?
4 super expensive. But look at this. All right, so he already said it. Tekken Tag, yes.
Bruh, the
Tekken
soundtrack
Tag.
alone in that game goes so
Oh,
hard,
put that
bro.
thing away. You got that ugly greatest hits thing. Put that stupid
Oh,
thing away.
no.
Ugly red label.
No.
The disrespect.
Here we go. Hey, you can already agree with this one right here. Tricky.
That's a great game.
It's tricky.
Played it on Xbox.
I
Really?
have the original that has the the holographic
Oh, I gotta get a better copy of this one.
I have that one.
Bully.
Bully. I never
Bully?
played Bully.
I gotta get a better copy.
Play that on
There's a
Xbox
lot
as
of
well.
people- A lot of people don't talk about Maximo 1 or 2, but Maximo Army of Maximo
never-
versus
Never
Army of
played that
Men.
either.
I never played it.
Can we
Can
we go back to Bully for a second? What type of game is that?
It's a Rockstar game.
Rockstar
Now,
game.
okay, but like what is
Well,
it?
so I mean, bully like your kid, you know.
You're a bully.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
cool.
I didn't know if it
Go
just
around
stood for
school
something.
and do a lot of. It's fun. It's
Oh, okay.
super-
All right, cool.
It's
I'm
super
just
fun.
curious.
Okay, so let's go back to Maximo. A lot of people need to play Maximo because this is a spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins, basically.
Oh, I would like that then.
This
like
yeah,
Ghosts
you would
and
like
Goblins.
both of them. The first
Yeah.
one and the second one are great games. It's like said Maximo versus the Army of Zen. This one was like the second one. The first one, Maximo Ghost to Glory, I'm telling you, is a definitely straight like spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins. If you like Ghosts and Goblins, pick this one up. I cannot talk
Okay.
about how good this game is. This one has actually dropped in value. This game was like originally about $125, $130 game, but now it's like between about $30 and $50. But
Damn, that's a
big drop
Kelowna. Yeah,
because the remake came out.
yeah. The first one's still expensive though on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
the first Maximo Ghost of Glory. So that's the first one.
You must like Maximo games.
Oh, it's so good because also it's made by Capcom, and I like Ghosts and Goblins, and it was really good. And also it's part of the PlayStation hits. That's why it was great. And then if you like wrestling, here comes the pain, baby.
Pain, baby.
This is great. Now the expensive games, if he want to go expensive route, which you don't have to, but if you see him just cheaply somewhere, get him. And the first one, you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna agree with me, man.
Bro,
There it is.
of course I'm going to agree.
He called that. That was one
Yeah.
of his picks. Yep.
I will say this because I just talked about that game on my recent Xbox, my Xbox video that I just dropped. Just because SVC Chaos is the sequel to that game, SNK did the third installment of that game. But
We just talked about the 25, 2005.
Yeah, I'm down with.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, on
Let's-
any
we just
system,
talked
I'm
about
down with
that,
Need
man. I
for
love that
Speed,
one.
man. I'm down for Need for Speed.
Capcom vs SNK2. Go back to that, Steve. Go back to Capcom vs SNK2 real quick. This version on PlayStation 2 is not the best.
No,
Unfortunately, it is not the
Dreamcast
best
version.
port. The Dreamcast port is the best, and the closest to the Dreamcast port is Xbox and GameCube. Those are the two best versions that you can get outside of PlayStation if you're trying to play from an English perspective, because the Dreamcast version is only in Japanese. Yeah, because Xbox and you go online. Mm-hmm. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, I keep that same thing. I just showed one, but you remember this used to be super difficult to get. Marvel Capcom 2.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
must. But that's also expensive though. Too.
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's now about $150. I'm just telling you, these are
Yeah,
It's always been
yeah.
$150.
If money's-
Let's
yeah, if you like fighting games, that's definitely. I have that on the one up.
Samurai
Xbox version.
Wrestling.
I
This is
never
such a
played
good game.
that.
Samurai
I've been looking for that game.
This is a $200
That is one of the
game.
few.
About
I don't want
$150 to $200, but it's such a great. And I'm not a big Western guy, but it's great. Like where they got guns,
Yeah.
samurais, it's so good. And then here's one right here I got last year, and I'll absolutely love it. Gradius 3 and 4.
Oh, any
great.
Gradius game is good. Yeah.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
Solid
Oh,
game. The Super Nintendo version you haven't played it,
Can we
that.
throw Hitman 2 in there too?
oh, that's a good one.
Hitman. It's not an expensive game. You could get it around like $7-8. In fact, I have one that's sealed and one that's open because I got it for like $2 each.
Nice.
But it's a great game. I have all the Hitmans.
Get the Hitman trilogy.
Well, I
So-
have even the newest one for what is it, PS4 or PS5? I forget which one now. But
The Hitman trilogy is pretty darn dope.
Okay.
Steve, for all the games that you just showed outside of what Tekken and one of the other exclusives, how many of those games can we play on 360?
On 360, what can you play on 360? You can play on 360. You can play. Who? You talking about? Oh, let me see. On the PS2 games or
Yeah, the ones you just showed. Which games can we play on 360? I know Bully we can play on Xbox.
You can play Bully on 360.
Yep.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 you can play on.
Correct.
No, you can't.
No, it's Marvel vs.
Yes.
Capcom.
It's on. It's
Well,
on
3.
It's
but
on OG.
2 is
Yeah.
on Xbox
on
One.
the Xbox.
Yeah.
Um,
OG. Yeah.
Dude, out of all of these, maybe I think it might be an Xbox download for this one. Maybe I don't know. And really Bully, 'cause all of it.
So you gave us PlayStation 2 exclusives tonight on the Xbox conversation.
I know, right? Huh?
Elliot,
So,
why
Yes,
you
sir.
gotta do that? Why you gotta do that?
Because Xbox for life.
Oh, come
Hey.
on, man. Hey, we're trying to help.
man. I told you I love me some 360.
No, I'm just joking. I know
We're
we
trying to
know.
help this guy in here. He was asking
No.
about it.
We dropped some gems on PlayStation
Yeah,
2.
he says his budget for games currently could be around 100 to
Oh, hey, remember
110 at
that
most.
the guy was talking
Okay,
about? Look,
okay.
I got it right here. Look, see, this
That's
is
a great
the-
game.
That's
And
the
Most
Underground.
Wanted.
version.
Most Wanted
and
was my favorite Need for Speed next to Need for Speed 3 Need for Speed 3 on PlayStation 1. And PlayStation 1 version, I just have a lot of nostalgia. Me and my sister used to play that all the time growing up.
Wait, what about Underground on the original Xbox?
Beautiful Calamari.
Need for Speed Underground.
Oh,
the
bro,
original
come
Xbox.
on now. Underground? Yes.
That is the best.
The soundtrack was alone on Underground was
that was
amazing.
That was it,
I
man.
tell y'all,
There.
this is the best Need. This is the best Need for Speed game of all time.
Bro, when I got that
now-
BMW M3 at the end of the game, when I finally got that BMW, I was fighting for life to get that BMW back. After it was taken from me in the beginning.
at the beginning,
I wanted that car.
man.
I wanted that. Hell, I wanted that car when I was driving in college. I was like, man, I want that car. I want it just like that. I want to roll around in that BMW.
Man, the music, the
Music was good.
The AI on this game was really good. It was the graphics still hold up. The graphics definitely still hold up today.
They could do a
And all
remaster of
the-
that game and I would buy it.
But they gotta have the same music though.
I know, bro. The licensing is a beast.
But you know what though? Those
That
games
music.
wouldn't survive this day and age because nobody's doing any of the like all the Fast and the Furious in the beginning was all about the neons and the big spoilers and the ground effects. Now all the Fast and the
Ground
Furious
effects,
is about
really.
it's kind of like the ex cop versus the ex marine versus fast cars like the muscle
It
cars.
has
Like, it's
changed
not-
though.
Now it's changed, but don't get it twisted. They still out there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying is, the cars back in the day, like when I did stuff like that in the car,
Oh,
clubs,
yeah,
they were like all show and no go. They
Yeah.
were not like speed demons. They looked fast,
Underground
but they just looked pretty. They like you put a coffee
can't
pot
touch
in your
most
back
wanted.
seat.
He right. Underground can't touch most wanted. Underground is good. I say Underground is 2. It can't touch most wanted.
You know what? Underground was ahead of the time for a racing game because it gave us the option to customize. It was something we just hadn't seen, and
just
it was
didn't
way.
hold up well.
Yeah, it didn't hold up well. I mean, the customizations were generic, and it wasn't like we could put the body kit that we wanted to put on. We couldn't put the Goretti turbos and the Apex exhaust on, or the 66 turbos with with NOS and all that stuff.
But see, these guys got to realize, like they're saying, Need for Speed can't touch Forza. You guys got to remember, like when we had Xbox, the first one, Need for
Yeah.
Speed Underground was your only option. For
Need for Speed was
fast-paced-
the choice for any racing game.
That
I mean,
was
you
it.
had what Gran Turismo on PlayStation. That was cool.
It was
Gran
all right.
Turismo
It was
wasn't
It was all right.
was
It
cool,
dropped
but
off.
Need for Speed just had it on lock. EA had it on. EA had the racing game on lock, and then I don't know what they did. They just they took it away.
They got too technical. Like Gran Turismo got too like people wanted their arcade when Fast and the Furious movie came out.
Oh, Tokyo Extreme Racer. Yes,
I got Tokyo Extreme Racer.
That was an amazing game.
Okay, so he's saying Forza 1 for Xbox. I'll be honest, I never played Forza.
It was good.
I was not a Forza fan.
Now they split the Forza series up. Now they got Motorsports and the regular Forza.
Yeah.
And no, Motorsports. I mean Horizon, Forza Horizon, then the regular one. Horizon is more arcadey, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't really do the racing games. To me, Need for Speed was a culture. Need for Speed was like what I was living at that time. Like when I did up my car, I had the ground effects, the 18-inch rims, the chrome rims with the big wing in the back, the graphics. I had the neons underneath the car. Like I literally, just like the Fast and the Furious, man. That's what we did as, 17, 18-year-old kids, right? That's the era I grew up in. So Need for Speed for me was culture. It
doesn't matter if you're winning by an inch or a mile.
Right.
Winning
is winning. You brought the Buster back.
It's all about
the Buster kept me out of handcuffs. Come on now. I remember going to that movie with my car club, and there's 40 of us rolling deep, and we went in there, and everybody's just kind of looking at us. We had all the cars in the parking lot.
Bruh. My God. I'm talking about
car club culture still goes on here in Texas too, man. You gotta find it. But
you guys still have that?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah,
we don't have that up here anymore.
Cars and Coffee goes hard on Saturday morning, bro.
Really?
Hard.
Like the whole Fast and the Furious style with the Fast and the Furious style.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's like a mix. It's a lot of exotic cars, especially in Dallas. So you got
some cars that roll up on you.
Do they pay? Do they pay? Because we hungry,
bro. Man,
just saying.
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
I was wondering if you got that. Dude, nobody tops him. Oh, I'll fix you, Brian. Dude, that was the best.
Oh my God, Too Fast, Too Furious, bro.
Those two, the first two, they were my favorite.
First two were the best.
I didn't like Tokyo Drift. I didn't
like Bow Wow in it. That just got on my nerves.
You know what? Tokyo Drift grew on me just for the drifting portion in the cars.
Yeah, I didn't like the drifting part.
It grew on me, but it's still not like it's 1 and 2 are my favorite of the entire series.
Yeah. I didn't like the clown that they had in number 3 that was supposed to be Brian. I didn't like him.
And the thing that really sucks is they did the video game, and the video game was horrible.
The video game was trash.
It was trash.
I like my arcade one-up Fast and the Furious.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but if you're comparing it to a Need for Speed or Forza,
but it is fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking that. Fun. It may be enjoyable.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I think he'd play. I think if we all 3 of us were here, and some of my guys have watched me play it with some of my guys that come for game night. We sat there and we would play it because we try to beat each other's times, and it gets just like we're goofing around here. It gets intense. Like we're like, I beat you by half a second. Like it's.
What was the racing game from Sega? Oh my God, I can't think of it.
Rally.
Outrun?
No. The NASCAR one.
Oh,
a NASCAR one.
Yes, it was from Sega. It was an arcade. Oh my God, it was on Saturn, for crying out loud.
Oh, Daytona USA.
Thank you. Yes,
yeah,
thank you.
Daytona. Or are you thinking Cruising?
No, Sega Daytona. Okay. Daytona. I remember the first time I went to Disney World when I was a kid. They had this arcade. I think it was at Epcot. I could be wrong. And they were doing a competition for Sega Daytona. They had like 10 machines lined up on this wall. And whoever tracked the best time, they got to go on and compete. And someone would win a prize. I think the prize was like 10 grand or something crazy like that.
Dang.
my parents got me like, they was like, "You want to do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to do it." Of course, I didn't do a good time. I didn't win, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Daytona USA was really, really good game.
Oh yeah,
I remember that was one of the first. Well, that was one of the few games they had when the Dreamcast, when the Saturn released that day.
Yeah,
because remember when he dropped like what did he say, $2.99, and then Dreamcast was, not Dreamcast, but the Saturn was out. Man, when I heard the Saturn was out that day, because I missed that $2.99, I went straight to KB Toy Stores and bought me a Dreamcast. Dropped me a Saturn. I had bought that. Man, Saturn, I love the Saturn. I still love the Saturn.
I love my Saturn too.
The Saturn was because and we're gonna go off on it, but the Saturn, I love 2D games like Mega Man X4, like the Marvel superhero games. Then I got the little cheat thing, what was that little cheat code thing that you can put inside the memory card? The memory card holder, and you can get the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
I was importing like X-Men vs Street Fighter because that's when X-Men vs Street Fighter came out, right? And then it was on the PlayStation, but it was so horrible. And I go to arcade, you play like 2-on-2 and all that stuff. And then I found out that they had like that. They had that overseas. Man, I ordered that and had the 4-bit RAM card. Man, it was over then. I was like, yeah.
I wouldn't collect Saturn again. I dabbled.
Guys, stay on topic. Xbox with a PlayStation background. Come on, stay with us.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Okay.
Didn't you just yell at us not like 20 minutes ago for?
I'm sorry. I'm going with the vibe of the chat. Folks are talking about Saturn. I'm just going with it.
We're doing this podcast. Y'all drop y'all favorite games in the chat, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Also, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Over 50%, it's like neck and neck. 50% of people on this channel subscribe, 50 are not. So make sure you be one of those 50% and subscribe. And also to make sure you like the podcast, give it 5 stars, share it to your friends. Right now we got how many? Like 2 likes. Come on, we gotta get more likes in this video.
Do you know why there was only 2 likes? Y'all were talking about cartoons.
You need to refresh, brother. You need to refresh your thing.
We got 32. Yeah.
We got 32 likes.
Yeah, I can refresh. Sorry. We got 32 in this beyond. No.
All right. So,
okay.
If going back to Xbox.
No.
See, can't take this man anywhere, y'all. You can't take him anywhere. And I've been around with him. I've been out in public with him. You can't take him nowhere.
Oh my! I have been in public with him
too. You too.
He almost got us thrown out of a convention. Did I tell you that?
What lie?
He almost got what?
We went to this PlayStation booth, and this lady wanted like $60 for this banner, and he's like $25. She's like, "Get out of here!" And he's like, "All right, $20." He's like, "Take it for
that and think that's for real." So stop.
Darn, she almost.
Stop that.
Oh, man, over there, low ball.
No. He actually, when he says that to him, they're like, we're walking. He's like, "Nah, we ain't taking it." And then they come back and they're like, "All right, $20."
I don't do it like that. So I'm not. Thank you so much. And then
we're walking.
Last day conventions, people don't want to take a lot of stuff home.
I'm just giving him crap.
Let me ask you guys this question: what is your favorite memory when playing an Xbox 360 game? Favorite memory? It could be a 360
game.
Yeah.
Is that before or after the Red Ring of Death?
Oh shit! I said favorite, not.
Sorry, that kind of scarred me for life.
You made that say shit.
Did I? Did I say shit? Oh, yeah, sorry.
You just said it again. See, he's so bad right now.
I'm sorry. Blame it on the alcohol, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad. I need to stop drinking this shit here.
There you got 3 shits on that.
No. So what I'm saying is like. Favorite memory, group of friends, whatever.
I got it.
You got it?
My favorite memory was when I sold it for the PlayStation. I'm serious. That was like, honest to God. That was my favorite. Because when I got it, I had Need for Speed Underground on the original Xbox. I think I had a Call of Duty at the time. I don't remember which one. And it's like all my friends had PlayStation, so I sold it.
Okay, somebody here is talking about what I had, but okay, this is good. I remember because I was a game guy in my church, right? I took the Xbox 360, and when it had Connect, and then what was that game?
No. He said Xbox. He didn't say the 360.
He did say.
No, I did say 360.
Oh, okay.
Be quiet.
Never mind.
Is that you got it confused? Is that what your memory was?
Yeah, my memory
know.
was. I was going back to
Mhm.
Xbox because that's seriously what I did.
I know,
sold
like
it
he
for-
sold 360 for PS2, which I mean,
360 was great.
but no, I forgot.
Go
what
ahead. I'm
dancing-
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I forgot what dancing game was it, but I took
Dance
it to,
Dance Revolution?
No. It was a dancing and singing game on the Connect.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I
And
can't
it was
remember
a
the name.
big party game. Everybody played it. I tell you another one. Okay, hold on. Having a full Guitar Hero or Rock Band set. and
Yes,
taking it to
that's what we
different places
play. Yes,
all the time. When you
I
had-
have all the
you had
guitars, the
when
mics.
you had
Wow.
the drums,
Yes.
when you had
The
the
microphone,
drums, the
you had the
microphone,
guitar.
you had both guitars, and then everybody was on beat. And
Just
everybody-
Dance is one. Yeah,
my goodness.
my,
Oh,
my kid
yeah.
plays that.
Those
Just
were
Dance.
great times because, like, Guitar
Yes.
Hero did it, but then when Rock Band came out,
Bruh,
Yes.
oh,
I have all that.
goodness.
Yep.
bruh, Rock Band, bro.
Rock Band, bro.
That was probably that was the
Christmas
quickest
party,
way to get girls to come to the crib.
It was. Hey,
It was. I'm not even gonna lie.
it was
Like I'm talking about, they were like, we're playing Rock Band tonight. I'm having a house party. I'm cooking and everything. Like all the girls coming over. Like, I want to play.
Bro,
I'm like,
I used
bruh.
to do Christmas parties, man, every year. Oh, you bringing the Rock Band out? I said, you bringing Rock Band, right? I said, yeah, I'm bringing Rock Band. Well, I'm bringing my microphone. I got to bring my microphone. And everybody had their own microphone and different stuff. And it was so good. And they're like, hey, you got all the songs on lock? I said, yeah, I got all the songs on lock. Come on, let's go. Because you had all
Guitar
the
Hero
songs.
solo. Guitar Hero.
Okay, so
No,
I-
Guitar Hero too. I'm talking about Rock Band too.
No. I was answering a question.
Oh,
Solo in the
oh
chat.
yeah, you question. So okay, I'll tell you this.
Guitar Hero.
Solo, it's Guitar Hero, and I'll tell you, like, I got introduced to Guitar Hero on PlayStation 2 before I
Oh, yeah.
shifted over to Rock Band on 360. But I remember, I think I was at home. I was at my parents' house. I was at my parents' house for the summer or whatever. I came back home for the summer, and I had just picked it up. Local GameStop had it. They went out for the weekend. They were just gone. Then my sister, so I was at the house just chilling. I was like, I'm gonna be on the game. Picked up Guitar Hero, had the TV on blast. It was dark in the entire house, and all the lights from the concert in Guitar Hero was going off. And when I tell you, your boy was over here rocking, oh my God, it was 3 hours straight. I'm like,
The best game though, the best game for Guitar Hero though, believe it or not, is the Lego one. It has the best tunes on that.
Yeah, Lego Rock Band did have really
okay,
Dude,
yeah.
It had the best tracks on it compared to some of the other ones. Like I didn't care it was Lego, but it was just like, man, why'd you waste all these good tracks on the Lego one?
Yeah, because they went through all those. Like they had Metallica, the Beatles.
I have there's two
Um,
country ones that I have.
I didn't too much care for those because I went to country.
Yeah, if you're not into country music, yeah.
No. But what you call it? On Guitar Hero when they had like the 80s on the
Yeah,
PlayStation.
you had,
2,
the 80s was good. You
80s
had the
rock.
Legends of
Legend
Rock.
of Rock 3 was good.
Yep.
Then they had
That was probably one of the best ones. Legends of Rock
Smash
was really
Legends
good.
of Rock.
when they brought the smash hit ones, and it still goes.
Oh,
back to
yeah.
$30. They had all the good ones on there. I was
Yep.
like, oh my god.
There was Aerosmith. Aerosmith
Yeah,
was
Aerosmith.
good.
Oh, that was a good one too.
the
We
AC/DC
actually
one
bought
was
them
good.
all. We have all of them over there that we play because it was just the only thing we never got was the keytar. We have the guitars. We have the keytar.
Yeah.
the guitar with the keys.
The
we do
piano
that
one
usually
on Rock
Saturday.
Band 3.
We have Rock Band 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Band brought people gaming. That was one thing. Like you couldn't really do it good on the Switch. I mean, on the
No.
Wii. Yeah, because Xbox 360 had Rock Band, and that,
Man, we had a lot.
and they, even on the PlayStation 3, but PlayStation 3, it was so weird because if you lost that if you lost that dongle, you couldn't play. You
The
couldn't
best
play.
way to play it was on the Xbox 3, and we
360.
Always.
Yeah, because
and we got them in 2017, 2018, and then we got them for like $2 for guitars. I think I got the drum set with the cymbals for
the
$20.
guitar is still going up. I still need.
But- as soon as COVID hit, they wanted $300 for those drums,
Bro,
man.
that
It was
stuff went
insane.
through the roof.
I've
during the
got 20
pandemic.
guitars over there that we got at yard sales for like they were 4 for $1. And I even have some like you can kind of I have one under there.
So
that
the
was for a
latest-
computer, but like I have them. I have like 3 of them complete in box for PS2.
The
really?
the newest
Yeah,
Guitar Hero I'm not a fan of. I don't like.
Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah,
I don't like Guitar Hero.
I'm not
Live
a
with the
fan of
6.
the button configurations and how they did it. They try to make it more realistic. I was like, bruh, y'all lost me. I'm like, make
Too
it
fast.
simple. Yeah, I'm like, no.
Hey, have y'all ever had this problem? You know, you got all the sets good, and then somebody had no drumsticks. You're like, you ain't got no
Yep.
drumsticks, man. Come on, give me something. Give me a knife, some spoons, or something. Put something together.
Let's
remember-
go.
Remember,
All
I
right.
had somebody didn't have drumsticks at one of my parties, right? I don't know where they went to, so I had to go to the kitchen and get some spoons, some plastic spoons, turn them jokers over, and here you go. You better use these.
I thought you didn't like country music.
Shut up.
He over there playing the spoons.
You know, so I would probably say I'd probably say 2. My 2 favorite memories were on 360. One, actually, you know what? What really got me pumped for 360? Do you remember the Gears of War trailer? Do you remember that?
That song? Glory.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They were playing it all over the place. I'm talking about it.
So whatever that song was. Well, yeah.
Familiar places. One of like, oh my god, it's like, and it's just like you go into it, and then that was probably what got me super hyped for Gears, and then of course Halo Reach. I just remember this one day there was 10 of us playing, mind you. Like this is back in the days where Xbox Live was on and popping. We had 10 people playing. Majority of us had to play in a big team battle in Halo Reach just because we had too many people online. And we were in the chat and folks were in there talking hella mess, trash and all this and blah, blah, blah. And this group, one of their team members had got put on our team and they were sabotaging our team.
What?
They were sabotaging our
How
team.
did that happen?
I don't know. They just random switch. Like back in the day, it wasn't like today where you got your fire team and you're locked in. If you had people switched over, they could drop you into another, just depending on how the game got switched up. But we got back into the chat after we beat their team the first time, and they were talking all this mess, like, yeah, you guys can't do this, blah, blah. Man, I was like, you know what? Run it back. We smacked them 50-15. That was like my favorite memory in Halo Reach. We destroyed those kids. Destroyed.
All I gotta ask, which one of y'all has a smoke detector going off in your house?
Oh, that's my chair. My bad. Sorry about that.
Okay. I just kept. At first, I thought it was my kid behind me. If you noticed, I was like kind of looking behind me because
No, the chair I gave him.
It's charging. My bad. Let me turn it on.
no. It's okay. At least I know what it is. But it was just driving me bad because I'm like looking around, going, "What do I have that's beeping here?" Because I thought it was on my end.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Oh,
Sorry.
there it goes. There, yeah. It was just making.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. See, they all thought it was a smoke alarm too. Like,
I did too. I was
Yeah.
like, who-
I seriously, I'm like, at first I thought it was my smoke alarms. I'm going, wait a minute, no, mine are connected to ADT. They're like rechargeable, so it wouldn't be my smoke detectors.
said, turn off your massage chair.
Massage chair.
I wish this mug would massage me. Shoot.
Listen, Steve gave it to him. Come on now. Do you really think he's going to give him a massage chair?
Yeah, I would. I didn't need it.
He's going to keep it for himself. Come on now.
I kept the other 2 chairs they sent me. They keep sending me all these gym chairs. Shoot, you close. I give it to one of you.
It's all he kept telling me, bro. Come down here and come get this chair. I'm like, all
I
right,
said,
man.
"Give me the chair before I give it away." Cause I gave one to you, then I gave one to the other.
Oh, Bryant.
Brian, yeah. He came and got the other one. He got the therapeutic chair.
Nah, that wasn't therapeutic. No, I
mean,
tested that there out.
You tested that one out. He's like,
No.
It was good for your back, though. It was just
No.
me.
Wasn't
Yeah,
good for my back. And nothing wrong with my yank.
all right. So can we talk about what we're thinking?
No, we can't talk about nothing. Know your role and shut your mouth.
No, go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, please. As you were.
It doesn't matter what you want to talk about. No. Seriously, the state of Xbox. Can we put this to bed? Because everybody's out there. Steve, you got to do your crying thing, and you got to go full screen and be like, everybody in the world is crumbling. Xbox is going away.
Xbox, y'all lied to us. See, many boo boo, stick your head, boo boo. Xbox is here to stay. All right.
Wow. All that, huh?
No, but he's right though. That's all we've seen all week, right? How many YouTubers did you see videos of where people are throwing it on their thumbnail? They're throwing their Xbox.
Every YouTube video that popped up
seriously.
And I tried not to.
Throw your Xbox. Blah blah blah.
Because last week when we talked, right? No, like 2 weeks ago when we talked, we say, all right. When we did the emergency podcast, we were like, we don't know. We just saying like, hey, and just talk about it and get our thoughts about it because we don't know what they're gonna do. Nobody knows what they're gonna do, but everybody, oh yeah, Xbox going here. They said this and that, like, and the people who talking about, oh, they was wrong. They friends, they circle saying the same opposite what it was just so. It was just trash. One thing I say about this, right? People, I don't know. This generation of online video game enthusiasts have this chicken little skies following when anything happens. Either, oh, the Switch is not coming out till next year. You got a lot of stuff to play. Or the Xbox is dying. We don't know that. Oh, it's going over here. So what? If they do, oh well, I'm still gonna play my game somewhere else. It's all about playing the games. I am not loyal to no box. Except for one though.
Oh my god.
Oh, he went there. He went.
Anyway,
I'll be right back. I'm going to GameStop to go dumpster diving. I'm gonna go dumpster diving for an Xbox because everybody's throwing them away. So
I wish I got.
Right?
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Those people who sold their Xbox and canceled their subscription, all that fake anger and outrage and stuff. It was crazy.
Listen, I'm not calling certain YouTubers out that I like, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a well-known YouTuber out there that I really like. No, I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name.
I'll do down here.
But I was like, really? You're going to jump on this bandwagon too? Like, come on, you ought to know better than that. You know,
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
No, we're not saying that. But it's like, I was really disappointed in seeing that because I'm like, dude, don't go down that hype, man. Like, I was just kind of like, really?
People want the clicks.
Oh,
I'm not feeling really sacrifice. I'm not trying to sacrifice. I want people to watch my videos, but I'm not feeling like do fear mongering. If I do anything, I'm gonna like tell you the truth. I'm gonna be like, listen here, I don't know. And I say I don't know. I will tell you like, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about it and get it out. But people doing all yes, it's catchy to say that and try to get clicks and all that kind of stuff, but I don't like target it too much, you know. People,
but Xbox isn't going anywhere. A gamer in the chat room, it's not going anywhere.
It ain't going nowhere. If anything, I'm buying more Xbox games.
And this is what this is crazy tomorrow. Right here. See, look, with A gamer, I'm glad Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
This is the kind of culture that I don't know if he's saying this to get a rise or get.
Yeah, he probably is.
He just probably doing maybe get attention, something like that. But still, like this right here is a problem. People doing this stuff online, saying stuff like that, and it's really like, why? It don't matter if you play PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, whatever.
But you saw people lose their minds this week when Sony came out and said they're halfway through their life cycle. Everybody's like, "Oh, the PlayStation's gone."
Well, I mean,
it's like, what do you expect? We're 4 years in, man.
This isn't Sega, right? This is not a Dreamcast that we're talking about where we had a console come in and just literally obliterate the sales. Microsoft is too big of a company for that to happen to. So, you know, those that were thinking like the console's going away, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, consoles eventually will go away. The form factor has to change. We're not there yet, which is why when they were in the podcast, they said, hey, we're still making consoles and blah, blah, even though we're losing money on those consoles because Sony's selling more consoles.
Wait, Elliot. We can't talk about that.
Well, let the Nintendo ninjas come and get me then.
We can't talk. Wait. We can't talk about that either.
Okay.
In this day and age of people having everything, I do understand. Everybody can't own every system.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, by no means. Yeah.
But the abundance, if you work hard, and you can probably now you can have 2 or 3 systems because you don't have to have everything right when it comes out. But you can get you a PlayStation 4 Pro. You can get a Switch. You can get all these secondhand and pay cheap if you follow things. If you watch channels like me, if you watch channels like Ness, you watch channels like Steve, other channels out there, you can do it and put in the work. But a lot of people want stuff handed to them. They don't want to put in the work, and they want to set up and complain when they don't have all the information, because that's the easiest thing to do, to sit up there and cry and complain and bitch and like, oh, it's not coming, it's not going to do this. And this is the realest thing ever. You don't have to play video games. It's a privilege. You don't have to own video games. It's a privilege. You don't have to. Just because other people are buying all, you don't have to get them. You can enjoy them. You can actually get your phone and have so many video games and download and hack all of them. You don't have to have all that stuff. So all these people talking about, play Team Xbox, Team PlayStation, Team Nintendo. And you see right now, I got everything going around in here.
Hey, I'm team everybody, man. I diversified my bonds over here. You know what I'm saying? I taste the rainbow up here. I'm like a bag of Skittles over here.
I taste the rainbows, all right,
bruh. I'm talking about the consoles, bruh. Come on,
I'm with you. I have them all
too. It's an analogy, bro. You took it there.
I have them all too.
Rainbow.
But I mean, like, so from that perspective, right? So, you know, if we're talking about
team game fan,
exactly, team game fan, I like that. We are in a time where this generation, the folks that are listening in on this chat right now, we are a dying breed in the gaming industry. Yeah, we are a dying breed. We will be the last generation that focuses on physical. Period.
I don't know.
No. Hear me out. The generation of gamers that are coming up right now do not care about physical unless they have an influence from someone older, right?
Yeah.
Perfect example. Steve and his son. He's showing him the way. This is the way. This is the way, right? He's teaching his young Padawan the ways of the physical console, the video game culture, right? There's other kids out here that don't have those individuals to show them those things. Yeah, they can go online and read that stuff. Yeah, they can watch a YouTuber and all that. But at the end of the day, ease of use is what this generation is focused on. It's easy to get on a phone and play a game. It's easy to get on an iPad and play a game.
It really is.
Can I add to that with you, Ness? What you're saying is a lot of parents use video game systems to babysit their children.
Yes.
And they do not. Yes. No, I'm serious. They don't want to take them to a game store. They would rather give little Johnny a gift card so he can go buy digital, so they don't have to take him to the store and they can go out on a Friday night.
That's
and little Johnny's going to sit there and play his game with his buddies till 2 a.m.
Here you go, little Jimmy. You being a good little Jimmy. Take this right here. Take this.
They just like the phones and the tablets, man. They give it to kids to babysit. They don't. Kids they're like digital. Man, I don't even have to take my kid to the game store. I could just buy it for him in digital.
That's it. Like, what do you want for your birthday? Game cards, gift cards. That's what I want. Give me $25 gift cards.
Nobody, and I was listening to a podcast about that. A lot of kids nowadays don't have the experience of. I think somebody made a video about it. Was talking about it. Somebody made a video about the experience of, going to get a physical game at a store. Nobody does that really anymore. Like, hey, I'm gonna take my son, take my daughter, take my nephew to go buy this video game at a store. Like, they don't do that. Like, oh, I just downloaded it really quick. Those are dying. You actually have to force and show those kids to do that. You don't have to force them, but you actually have to give them kids that experience of going to the store and looking for a game. Because it blows my mind, right? When I hear people like, oh yeah, man, game has changed. They had Nintendo 64, all that stuff. Like, yeah, man. And then they're like, and they're not as knowledgeable as we are, but they're going there. Oh yeah, they had they had Nintendo 64 for like $150. I just gave it to them. I'm like, but you could have go get somewhere. So I understand not everybody is inclined in knowing like prices and taking time and stuff like that. So you got to give people information, help them out, and give it to them. Like, hey, go here, go get this. A lot of people don't know about going to pawn shops and stuff like that. A lot of people are like going to Goodwill, going to a pawn shop. What are you going there for? Buying clothes? Like, no, I'm buying games. Like, right. What?
It's, and to that point, yeah. And to that point, you can go to those places. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to find what you're looking for. It's a very, patience is a virtue type of setting with that. Like, because there's many
Johnson back in my day. I know a Mike Johnson. I don't know if this is Mike Johnson, but said back in my day it was arcades, not no more. Man.
Oh no, arcades are still hot and heavy, man. Especially with the 1-ups and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm
digital is trash.
Legit place too.
Yeah,
I can't say digital is trash, but you know what?
No, because there's certain games that only come out in digital that we want to play. Like I hate to say John Wick 2.
The only digital that is not trash is a digital that you can hack, like putting on these old systems that you can keep them.
Let me ask you guys, when you guys do pre-orders, okay, and this is something, unless it's at Christmas time and I'm like crushed for time. When I do pre-orders, I usually go to GameStop, even if it means I get it later than some people, and I'll pre-order it like online, but I go to the store to pick it up because I don't want to lose that experience of going to a store that I pre-ordered it at and pick up the game. And I take my son, like when we did the Mortal Kombat one, he went in, he bought the collector's edition and everything. They're like, growing up, that's what we did when we pre-ordered, right? We dropped our $5 down, we went into the store and we bought it at Babbage's or GameStop.
Oh, Babbage's.
I still do that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I
do that too. Like I would prefer, to be honest, as many times as you see folks online bashing GameStop, if I want a game that bad, I will go to GameStop to pre-order it. Now, the issue I have here at late is there's been a couple of games that I've gone to GameStop to say, hey, I want to pre-order this special edition. We don't have that. We can't pre-order that.
Because they go somewhere else. Yeah.
Because they don't allocate these special editions now. They allocating so many now. The special editions they become the thing of the past. Like you have to get it online, or
you got to go to the menu. You got to go to direct to get it. Like for instance, Tekken 8. You got to go to Namco's website to get that.
I don't think they sold out of it either. I think they're
not sold out. Mortal Kombat, the same. Not the same because you could get that from Walmart. But
yeah, we got it from here. We got it. It was. I still okay with it. I still think the Liu Kang statue is nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. It ain't the best. It ain't the best one. They had better ones.
We're and the reason why I said all that.
That statue made you glitch. You're like, oh no.
It's not the greatest statue by any means, but it just. I'm not saying that this to bash digital, because there's plenty of digital games that I play, and generally, if I'm playing that digital game for more than a couple of days, that's a better one.
And then like the Street Fighter 5 one,
that's a dope one. That Street Fighter 5 one go hard. Pause.
That's why I own 2 of them.
See, I didn't get one, but we go back and we're talking about Xbox and the future of gaming. I think we were just expecting Phil Spencer to just drop this massive bomb during, like, just to say, hey, everything that everyone's been saying, yes, you're exactly right. We're dropping all the exclusives to every platform, and we're getting rid of the console and all this stuff. And that didn't happen. And folks were like, well, it's still, because I've still seen videos that have come out after that to say, well, we still don't know, and the console could still go away. I'm like, but why are you talking like that right now?
Can I drop some conspiracy theory and see what you guys think? This is something I've really been thinking about, especially after this recent Xbox thing.
Okay.
The reason I think they kept saying we can't talk about that yet is I think the community spoke. they're not ready to let go of the physical editions. And they have to backpedal now because every narrative that they wrote about getting rid of this stuff, they got to go back to the drawing board because now people are mad. They're like, we don't want all this digital Xbox stuff. We want physical releases. And Xbox is going, well, maybe it's not time for us to push the envelope totally in the digital world.
Steve, they've been trying to do that since the release of the original Xbox One.
No doubt. But I'm saying, do you think that maybe this is playing a role because of all the backlash that they got from the Xbox loyalists?
I think so. I think so because, like, let's look how let's take history, okay? When this first happened, when this first backlash when Xbox One started, right? Look what happened. It cost them the console war, right? Because you remember, PlayStation was going to do the same thing, and PlayStation looked at Xbox and said, "Oh, we don't want that heat." You know what? How do you trade games? This is how you trade games. Hey, come on, everybody! Everybody like, oh yes, oh, all right, we love you, PlayStation. And it was like, from there, Xbox slowly declined. Now, what kept them alive was Game Pass. Game Pass was like they're on a roller coaster. Like Game Pass came and said, "Oh, all these games," and then now get to the peak. Game Pass is really at its peak right now.
It's at an all-time high, actually.
Yeah, it's all-time.
There are like 36 million subscribers to Game Pass.
Now they say, "Oh, you know what? Now is the time to take the systems away or put Xbox everywhere." And it's typical Microsoft, they're gonna try to do that, but gaming is different. Gaming has always been different. Gaming.
I don't want another subscription.
Yeah, I've got enough subscriptions as it is.
Yeah, I have no subscriptions too. We do.
My kid's got the Xbox Series S, and I pay for a subscription. He hasn't turned it on in 4 months. But if I stop paying, he loses his games that he got that aren't in the store anymore.
And see, that takes us back.
Yeah.
Right to that point right there. You're held hostage for games that you want to keep, right? And we're seeing, hell, we see that right now with Netflix. You see a movie on there that you've had on your list for 3 or 4 months. You're like, I'm going to go and watch that. And then you look up, you pop into Netflix and say, hey, this is getting ready to go away soon. You're like, wait, what? What? Y'all just put it on here. What are you doing? I want to watch this movie now. But
me and Steve was talking about it last night. It's ownership, basically. What people talking about, people want to own it. People don't want to have the fear of losing it. That's what the whole argument is about. I don't mind having digital if I know I 100% own it. You can't stick your little greedy, grubby hands, go back in time and take something that I paid for. I don't want that. That's why I would rather keep this right here. No, you can't do that. Go back.
But then they turn around and they say, well, you never really owned it. You owned the license to enjoy it all the while it was still being used by you.
And you know what? They pay millions of dollars a lobby, and we ain't going political. But
listen, bro, I'm with you, but I'll tell you right now,
they pay people to keep those kind of, because if
the next systems go digital,
laws to prevent that, but people still look at games as a toy, so they really don't care about that. And
I get it.
Small, little, unique type of community. We really kind of, but we make so much money. We make them so much money. We got so many franchises, so much cultural stuff, but they still don't want to change it. And I'll be okay with this. I would be okay getting digital if digital was cheaper. Say Bully come out and it's
like $2.
No, it's $9.99. But the full copy would be like $49. I wouldn't mind that.
You want to know my definition of digital? Steam Deck. That's my digital, because everything is free on that for me. Every game that I've ever wanted, download it, good to go. I didn't pay a dang cent for it.
But I said it. But see, okay, so if all the new systems, go digital, I'm done buying new systems. I'm not gonna buy the new systems just for digital games, because just like today, my wife, we got her the Avatar game. She wanted to play it. And since the Xbox was just sitting here, I'm like, I'll take it upstairs. That thing was like 120 gigs. And she's like, really? We got to install this? I'm like, I'll imagine if I had to download all that. and then it's
Oh,
You
you
gotta
wanna go to play.
download it because it takes like 30 minutes to get the darn disc started.
Well,
yeah.
so the only thing I agree with that's digital is music, because music always changes. I don't really care if I own music anymore, and software on your computer, because software changes so much. All you're doing is cluttering my house up with software, with Windows discs or Mac
about me?
discs and
What about movies?
movies. I'm split on them. I don't collect movies, but I know guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a
used
nice
to.
I have a nice movies library, but I buy everything digital for movies now just because I don't have the room for movies. It's just not my passion, right?
I will say this on the movies front. There's always going to be movies out there that you want to watch that you can't, because there's not a streaming service out there that has the movie for you available. Or if they do, they've taken it off, or the license has been dropped and then it gets bought out by somebody else, and you've got to go pay a subscription over here to buy it on this streaming platform and all that to be able to watch that movie. In that particular case is where I'm like, I got to go physical.
But how many
Especially for,
movies,
like-
let's just be honest, besides like say Christmas movies or something like that, how many movies do you actually go back and watch a second or third time?
I don't.
I
but
do.
I started collecting. Like, okay, I'll let you answer real quick, Ness. But the thing with WWE, right? They just sold to Netflix, right? The digital library is on Peacock. Now, I don't know if all that old content, once their contract is up, where it would go. So these wrestling DVDs, I still had old ones and stuff. I'm trying to keep those because, and like I said, what if internet goes out? What power, internet?
I agree with you. I agree.
I want to
agree with
keep
you.
stuff like that, but I like getting movies and stuff like that. I do enjoy getting some.
But I'm
movies.
saying, like, do you just before Ness answers here, because this goes with it? Is it just easier to just rent the movie for $2 and just watch it? Because it's not really somebody in the chat room said buy movies what you like. I only buy the movie that I know for a fact that we're gonna watch this over and over again, because
it's so different with movies, though. I mean,
yeah, I can't do it, man. $20-$25 for a movie that, like the Mario movie, right? I
Mhm.
bought that movie, but not on physical. I bought it digital.
do you think you own that movie? Won't let it come take
Oh,
it from
well, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, I do own it.
you?
I own the file. They can't take it from me. That's all I'm gonna say with that one.
So let me give you guys this perspective, right?
The two are coming for you.
when we buy digitally, generally, right?
Yeah.
We get to keep that movie. So I've got
Until
a
they
small
pull it.
library until they pull it, right? I've got a small library of movies on my Xbox through the Xbox store that I purchase, $15, $20, $10, whatever. Those movies are still there.
Right.
Mhm.
And the only reason why I bought those movies is because, one, I didn't want to wait for them to go to a streaming channel, and I want to watch it now, and I didn't go to the movie theater. But my perspective of it is this: when I purchase a movie, it's generally either one of two things. One, either I didn't want to go to the movies at the time and see that movie, but now I want to watch it. In terms of cost spent, I'm spending more going to a movie theater to watch it that one time at that one sitting versus me spending generally less money.
Oh yeah.
The
Definitely
cost-
less money.
Less money, right? Because one, you're paying what? At this point, you're paying, unless you're going to a matinee, you might pay $10.
$100 with
Hey,
popcorn,
You're
sodas.
paying at least $40-$50 because you got to get sodas and somebody wants drinks and popcorn, candy, nachos, whatever.
Go on
And
Tuesday,
then,
$5.
and yeah, if you go on, one of the cheap days during the week, but hell, we're working. Majority of us are working, so you
Or
don't
if
have
you
that
wear
option.
cargo pants, you just stuff some sodas
You
and
stuff your candies and your juju beads and
have
all
your
that
wife
stuff.
take
put
the
all that
diaper
stuff in there.
bag and you just stuff the food in there.
Yeah, but like to the point, you gotta do all this. You gotta put gas in your car. You gotta drive. You gotta do all this. It's just time spent and then money spent on the movie versus I'll spend the $20 that it costs me to digitally buy it here. That's good. Now, on the opposite side of that spectrum is this. I buy movies that I can't find anywhere else. Generally, that is for my other hobby, which is I have a massive kung fu collection, martial arts movies, ninja movies, karate movies, kung fu movies. I got a little bit over 80
Here you go,
films.
Ness. One,
Oh, what?
it's for both.
I know both of those. Yeah.
Clever and
Yeah.
You can't get the, and also this will get canceled today.
Well, you can actually watch that online.
Yeah, you can watch it online. Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch both of those online. You can watch both those movies on or movie and a special on streaming services. But a lot of the movies that I have in my collection today, I can't find those on any streaming service, whether it's Apple, Netflix, whatever. Yeah, I might get lucky and see it on YouTube, but that's not going to be up for very long for me to come back and watch again.
Well, there's this thing. There's a place
like
you can go.
Oh,
You gotta-
when he said that, I don't know if you remember that wasn't last year. It was like, now 5-6 years ago. Remember when what was it, 3 years ago probably? Dragon Ball Superhero came out in Japan, and like 4 hours later it was on YouTube, the whole movie. I remember watching that, and I was like, it was in 4 parts, but they took it down though. But I got all 4 parts, and I still got it on my computer because I'm like, gotta watch it. It was good too, but I understand. But go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say there's this place called the Bay. They have a little bit of pirate ships that go around in the bay.
Is that place still up?
And
I didn't know Pirate Bay.
you can find things there.
I didn't know Pirate Bay was still up. I thought they got shut down so many times.
Oh, they did many times. There's always a bay out there. You just need to find it.
A Bay, a Pirate Bay. You know,
I didn't say. Listen, I didn't happen to say the piratebay.org. I just happened to say that the bay. There's a pirate bay out there. Listen, it's for educational purposes and reasons only. I'm just saying. Like, it's the whole try it before you buy it scenario. Just saying. But no. He says go see a movie.
I appreciate you. I do.
But that's the reality of it. I think they're backpedaling. I think they got a lot of pushback in the community, and they're reeling because
they try this all the time, Steve.
I know
they try this like every 3 or 4 years.
But I'm saying they thought they could do it this time again, and they got pushback because Nintendo's not saying anything about full on digital. PlayStation sure as heck isn't.
I don't think it's the right environment right now to do it. I think we're going to be put at that crossroads. I think we're at a crossroads now, but I think we're going to be put up against the wall in another couple of years. So with next gen or the next gen, whatever, we'll be one of the last consoles. And then we're going to hear it's only going to be, we're not going to have a disc drive in this console, but you're still getting the console. But you need the form factor to be able to digitally put these games in. And then after that, the next cycle.
I ain't doing it. I'll spend the time and money on retro stuff. Seriously. That'll be when I stop buying modern gaming.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you won't have to. But to that point,
a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I'm there. If they come out with the next gen consoles and they're all digital, I'm done.
But you know what? And when that happens, guess what? Those that don't appreciate Xbox, they will.
Let's talk about PlayStation really quick, but then we're gonna switch into Nintendo. So somebody said PlayStation came out and said, they're not bringing no more new games out, no first party titles to next year. People freaked out. Then it said that about the life cycle. We're in the middle of the life cycle, end of his life cycle, something like that. I took that as the PlayStation 5 because we all know they're going to do a PlayStation 5 Pro. I think the 5 got us in there. I think the PS5 Pro is what the PlayStation wanted for this generation. It was going to start it. It was going to be it. It's going to take it to the next level. What do y'all think about that? Both items, but no new games coming out until first party big games like God of Wars and all that kind of big stuff like that until like 2025, which I think is okay because I think 2025 that's when Wolverine would drop.
Me and Sony got problems right now, so I mean, I'm not the one. I'm not the one you want to ask that question to because
no, go ahead. I want to hear it. Seriously.
No, but I mean, just I went through hoops. I jumped through so many hoops trying to find a PS5. back during the pandemic. I mean, now you could like literally. I was at Target today. They had 2 consoles just chilling there. Cool, yeah, great. Supply and demand. Supply's back. We're good to go. But outside of that, they promised us all these damn games on PlayStation. Yeah, we talk about Xbox promised us these games and blah blah blah. There's games that that have not come out on PlayStation either that were promised, and they just instead of them giving, we have a CEO or we have a director from Xbox at least gets on a podcast and tells us like, hey, yeah, we effed up. Okay, yeah, we're working through it. Sony don't do that. The dude that was face gone.
I felt that the PlayStation 5 was too early. A lot of us did.
Yes.
Like, why is it coming out right now? Because when the PlayStation 5 came out, I was a little like, I'm gonna get it because I enjoy getting new consoles and it's PlayStation. But you kind of saying, on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I'm like, okay, where are the PlayStation 5 exclusive games like Spider-Man 2, even the God of War Ragnarok?
Well, that was a good game.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
But
what about Horizon?
Horizon was still good. Yeah, but Horizon was on 5 and 4.
Oh, what about Knights of the Old Republic? Oh, my bad.
They canceled that. You still pissy about that?
I'm pissed about that. I bought the PlayStation 5 specifically for that game.
And the game didn't come out. That's what you get.
Wait, I think somebody's calling with the solution. Hang on.
Please let the joke be good. Please let the joke.
Kick him. Please kick him. If you say some dumb stuff, kick him.
All right. Sony's telling. Hang on, I got to get my Sony Vision on.
I can't believe you bought that crap.
Hang on. Still waiting for the PSVR 2 exclusives.
Woo!
I think we only got like a dozen games for a $600 headset.
Bang bang.
Not till 2025. That's what I'm seeing in the PSVR 2. Okay.
Okay, that was good. You did.
That was pretty good. That was good.
You redeemed yourself.
Somebody screenshot this.
He did a good job on that. Was a good one.
That was good.
But I told you guys, I made. Oh, let me get on my soapbox. When I made that video about why you should buy the PSVR 1 over the PSVR 2. Here they go. On in there. Why ain't talking about the PSVR 2? The PlayStation 1 is old. Ain't nobody wearing it. Everybody giving away.
So wait. My only discrepancy with that is, at least for somebody like me who gets sick with VRs, I get less sick with the VR2 because of the upgraded graphics and the refresh than I did on the PlayStation 1. That was the only thing. The games?
I never bought any of them, so it doesn't matter to me. So I can't.
I still go back to the Quest 2. I still go back to my Quest 2 as being the best VR experience that I own.
It's like reading an audiobook. That was funny.
I mean, to that point, though. I mean, okay. So overall, we know Nintendo won. Nintendo won this generation by far,
and people thought they was gonna be dead in the water too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like when
and the 3DS coming out.
Yeah, I mean, because those were not good. I'm sorry, they just weren't.
No,
folks, 3DS. I'm like, no.
You didn't like the 3DS, really?
No, I didn't give it a time of day. Never bought one. Didn't pick up a game.
You're fired. Throw him off. Put him in the back. Hit the button. Throw him in the back. There we go. There we go.
All right. It was good. I gotta get there.
No, seriously, what didn't you like about the I'm curious now. You piqued my interest on that. What didn't you like about the 3DS besides the gimmicky 3D? I'll give you that one. That's a freebie.
To be honest, like my foundation for Nintendo was generally really good with
great game.
Original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64,
and Game Boy and all that.
And then Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
GameCube.
Yep.
But after that, it was just like, why do I need a Nintendo anymore? Because PlayStation and Xbox both were just providing better games to me. Like I was growing up, the kid games that I had grown up to play, I had grown out of some of those things, right? I mean, the occasional Pokemon game would come back out. I'm like, yeah, I'll play that, right? But for me, I bought a Wii when it first came out, played it for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, this is too much.
this,
all this nunchuck shit and all that. I'm like, no, I'm done. I don't.
Another shit. There you go.
He said it again. He said it again.
I'm saying that because I'm like, it made me work too much. I don't want to work when I play my video games. I want to sit my fat ass down and play. I just want to play on the couch. I don't want to do all this working out. I go to the gym for all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all are seeing peak retro Neo Ness over here. When he had a
drop the retro,
drink, he's not retro. He Neo Ness. When he had a little drinky drink, it's all games are all off. You hear him? He said his fat ass. He's talking about his games and shit, all this kind of stuff.
Let me be quiet, man.
Look, come on. You can take. You got Majora's Mask, Link's Awakening.
Yeah,
Mario's. I mean, you have all these classic games that were on N64 that you can now take with you. In a
played on 64.
And there's still cults out there right now using that to add people to their Me collection, their Me whatever collection.
Yeah, but I mean, some people are not. I can see that because you know what, the Switch took care of their handheld problem. Well, not problem. Their handheld market and the console. They just mashed them together because for long as we remember, since the Game Boy came out, it was. What? But
the 3DS was.
This one you laughing at right here. You got this. You laughing at.
But you got the
Ocho. Let me tell him, Ocho.
But the 3DS was the number one selling handheld.
Hold on. Let me tell you like this right here. Hold on. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you like Nintendo. They had both of them. It don't play like this. They had to combine together. They had to do it, Ocho. I'm telling you out here. Now. They had to combine both of them together. They had to do it like that. And I'm telling you, Nintendo, don't be playing with me like
shoot.
this.
I had to put my fan on. I'm hot.
Somebody, Pokemon in the chat room says, and Steam killed all that. I disagree. The Steam Deck is.
No,
it didn't kill it. It didn't kill anything. You think it killed the Switch?
So it killed the Switch in other areas, right? Nintendo had to block, in some form or fashion. It's like I knew people that had the entire Switch library on their Steam Deck.
You need to throw him off right now. Throw him off.
What? You can have the entire library on your Steam Deck.
Not legally. Not legally.
Guess what? They legally taken our digital games away anyway, so why shouldn't I keep them?
Well, two wrongs don't make a right.
I guess, a negative and negative make a positive in some type of form or fashion.
You got to do the right way.
I'm just saying, like, the Steam way I look at a Steam Deck is that's a big boys handheld. The guys that like to do the fighters and they like to play like the Call of Duties. The Switch is more like the family console that everybody plays and stuff. I wouldn't say either of them killed either of them.
No, it was a compliment.
I think it's additional. I wouldn't say that it's a.
It was a mercy killing.
Gosh!
Come on.
The Switch was a compliment because so many people said this. I'm gonna get it on a Switch, or I'm gonna buy it on buy two games. I'm gonna buy one game. It's gonna be a Switch, and the other game is gonna be on PlayStation or Xbox.
Unless it's Mortal Kombat 1.
Steam Deck is for all the Steam Deck is for all the PC gamer crybabies out there that they want a handheld because they play PC games. So Steam Deck came out. That's the only reason there's a Steam Deck. What is he doing?
I have no idea.
His camera must have died.
Well, besides the point. Like, look, I'm not bashing the Switch. I like the Switch.
And I'm not bashing PC gamers, even though
I'm not bashing that either. Because at the end of the day, what's the easiest way, right?
Oh, portability.
What's the easiest way to consume your games? And
Sure.
if we're looking at it from a logistical standpoint, the Steam Deck, you can do a lot more. I mean, you can literally play virtually everybody's library on it.
And you only have to buy the
Not
game
legally,
once.
but
Well, you only have to buy the game once. So if you play it on your PC, you can now play it on your Steam. Like, I get it. I get the benefits of it. You know, I don't want to say. I think they're in two different worlds. Does that make sense?
yeah, they're definitely.
I wouldn't put them in the same class as. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh.
We'll have to break
2
out.
hours in, this man decides he wants to go get him a drink now. You should have been with me a long time ago.
I already
Not
had
the
it.
orange juice? Man, making a screwdriver?
He's a walking screwdriver.
Ah.
Your face is a walking screwdriver.
Oh, snaps. Okay. So I see in the chat,
Okay,
folks talking about
Undertaker.
Power World. I mean, yeah. I mean, so we have.
But you're not comparing apples to apples.
No.
That's what we have to get across here. You even agreed that.
What is your definition of apples to apples?
I feel like the Steam Deck is not in the same league and category as a Switch or a Game Boy or a 3DS or any of those typical
It is-
handheld. It's a portable computer in handheld form.
Yeah, outside of the technology, right? Outside of the technology, because I mean, technically speaking, the Steam Deck is better.
It's Windows in your hand.
Yes,
Yes.
Windows, Linux, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
you can virtually
It's a
have it in
PC.
any form of fashion. It's a PC,
It's a PC.
right?
Yeah.
What about 3DS?
Well, no, what I'm
Game
saying
Boy.
is it's like saying like your iPhone is comparable to a Switch when you play games. I disagree.
I'm
with that.
not comparing the two in terms of like, okay, this is a
One can't
handheld and
kill
this
the
plays
other.
these games. This is a handheld and these play these games. My thing is this is like consumption of the numerous amount of games that you can play on one platform versus the exclusive amount of games that you play on this platform, but I can still play them on this one, right? That doesn't take from the nostalgia base the foundation of what the first platform provided. Nintendo provides this. They provide this. The foundation of all of us as gamers generally started with Nintendo, unless those of us that are in the chat are a little bit older. It may have been Atari or something else. Who knows? Or younger. It could have been PlayStation. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we are talking about a company that, for the most part, built their business around the exclusivity of their IPs only. Yes, they have third-party games that come to that console,
Right.
but that is not the basis of their business. Their personal IPs are versus everyone else that bring what just happened?
He couldn't take it, Ocho. I'll tell you something, Ocho. He couldn't take it. His camera just died. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take the heat. He had to stay out the kitchen. I don't know what happened, Ocho, but we got him back. All right, we got him back. We got Steve.
I didn't even say anything, and he kicks me out of the room. What was that about?
And he just dropped out.
Listen.
He couldn't take the heat. Well, let me tell you something right now.
Let me finish.
Let him finish because you kicked me out of the room for no. I didn't even say anything.
Kick you out.
Let me finish.
You kicked me out.
Drop.
I'm sitting here listening to him justify this thing.
I'm like, but
I was sitting right here doing like this. I was sitting here drinking.
He set his screwdriver down on it.
Said, "Bloop." Your face dropped. That's what happened.
Whatever. You looked at it funny.
but at the end of the day, this does not take away from the very basis and foundation of the video game culture as it is.
No.
If we did not have Mario, if we did not have Zelda, if we did not have Kirby, if we did not have Luigi, if we did not have Super Metroid, whatever, the list goes on. The main foundation of video games probably wouldn't be here. I'm not taking away from that. I'm saying that Nintendo Nintendo has always led the way. Even in their sales right now, they've got a good business model that
It's the number
works
one
for
handheld.
them.
It's the
Yes.
number one handheld in
The
the world.
number one handheld now.
in the
Yeah,
world.
now, but what they
Now.
It'll stay that way.
They took both. They took what they had on the Wii U. They took that and they combined it because for so many years they were separated, handheld from the consoles. And for some reason, you cannot convince me otherwise. The Wii U was a beta for the Switch.
Oh, I say the same thing. 100%. I agree with you.
And somebody said, you know what? Let's put those two together, like follow them like Voltron, and bam.
Oh, and I know what they did. They took Xbox and PC and put it together so that way when you get the blue screen of death on one of them Steam decks, it reminds you of the old days of getting the red ring of death on the Xbox.
What's he talking about?
See, you had good jokes. Don't see
That was good.
You
That
and this red ring. I get it, red ring of death. But I mean, so let's not get it twisted. Every developer, every publisher of consoles has had some
I'm trying
form
to get a
of-
rise out of you.
Oh no, you won't get that.
I tried.
No.
I tried. He gets fired up easy.
No, I don't get fired.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do,
Yes,
bro.
you do.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you
You
do.
I'm gonna put both of y'all over here.
I mean, at the end of the
What
day,
you talking about, Willis?
Because
At the end
Oh,
of the
Lewis. He said Lewis. I'm sorry.
we're talking about Lewis. What you about Willis?
I don't know. He said, "What you talking about, Lewis?" I think he meant Willis.
Yeah, Willis. Anybody? What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Go ahead and ask.
oh no, I've been drinking.
It doesn't matter what you say.
You know I've been drinking.
No, you know what? I will say this.
Hold on.
Wait. What are we talking about again? I forget now since you threw me.
We
off.
were trying to justify the difference between Steam Deck and Nintendo, and at the end of the day, I don't really care between either two because this is an Xbox conversation tonight. It's
So then, why
Xbox.
do we have a PlayStation background that it's clearly?
Oh, here you
it's-
go.
It's clearly.
Because
It's not.
Our-
He even ripped it off the internet. Look, it's
Our
even got
host
watermarks
here is-
all over it.
I know. Now there you go. I put this one here. You go.
our host here is
No,
a PlayStation, yes, connoisseur.
There you go.
He's a
No,
connoisseur.
no. Say how it is. He's a fanboy. Just say how it is.
You know what? People use that term, the derogatory.
See, look what you
I'm
started.
not using it derogatory. I'm
But
saying
like-
how it
like
is.
Fanboy, like I see
He's a
fanboy is you can. It's like somebody saying in the restaurant like a mark, but you're a mark. Like, aren't we all fanboys of a console? When people
I'm
say
saying it
that-
because I know I know you're a fan of everything. I'm just saying it. To
But
be
no, I know
funny,
that.
but-
But like when people try to use that, like how you
Oh,
just-
people,
they will say that and try to come at you like, hey, well, you're a fanboy too, aren't you? That's what we have. You know, that's what
Yeah.
we like. You know, like PlayStation. Yes, PlayStation. I don't make no bones about it. I don't confuse it. I tell you right up front. I love PlayStation. That's my number one. Nintendo is 2, Xbox is 3, but I love each and every last one of them. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's just what it is, you know.
You better put a green background before they lose it here in the chat room. They're like,
No
they are
one's
not
gonna
having
lose
it.
it.
They're losing it, man. They're losing it.
They're losing it.
They're
Yeah,
losing it.
Yeah, be okay.
Xbox for life.
Yeah, be okay. Hey, we got 70 people here. almost
Steve,
at
you
80.
got to do that. They're losing it, man, because you don't have
Hey, they gotta lose it. They gotta go to games. All right. We're talking about Xbox.
So we can clearly say that Xbox is not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. It's not going anywhere.
For right now, I don't think in the next 5 years nobody's going nowhere. Xbox
What do you
not
what do
going
you
nowhere.
what do you think about the Microsoft Alexa?
What?
The Microsoft Alexa.
What about it?
Well, the new Xbox that looks like an Alexa.
Steve, stop making stupid ass jokes.
That's not stupid. That's a legit thing. Did you not see it? It looks like a freaking Microsoft trash can.
We don't know if that's a real thing, though. You know, that's just leaked.
Well,
What?
this is
I
true.
mean, everybody
It's
said
like when
that the
Yeah,
Series
yeah,
X
no.
looked like a. Everyone said that the Series X looked like a refrigerator, and then we got a mini fridge. So
Yeah.
And we got a
does.
toaster.
It
And we
does.
got- I'm waiting for Xbox to make a waffle maker next.
And PlayStation looks like a spaceship. So I mean, I'm listening.
No,
I'm
like
not,
a router.
I'm
It's like a
not
router.
slamming.
it looked like a router.
Yeah, it looks
That's
like a
what it looked
router.
like.
I'm not listen. I'm not slamming. But what do we think of that? Like, is that
And go back to the design things. If
Yeah.
people will understand, since the PlayStation 2, all the PlayStation system has been like weird looking. You know,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All consoles are weird looking at the end of the day.
what? Yeah,
But do
I
we
mean,
really? We have a Series S and an X. Do we really need a cylinder that's black that just to say it's another Series S?
I mean, do we need a PlayStation 5 and a Slim.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people didn't like this how big this sucker was.
It's noticeably small.
My daughter, we got her for Christmas a Slim, and I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't have this one, I'm still thinking about throwing this in a box and going buying a Slim because it takes a smaller
I thought about getting
footprint.
the Slim too.
I honestly don't care about what shape the console's in. I'd rather them put some more freaking memory in this bad boy. Like, give me a couple of terabytes. Stop giving me this 500 gigs BS.
They charge you $800.
It's 1 terabyte in it. Is it 1 terabyte or 8? What?
Like, you can get one with 1 terabyte, but I mean, hell, that's 2 games at this point. If you're downloading any really good solid game, that's absorbing a majority of your hard drive.
M2 in there. I put an 4 gig M2 or 4 terabyte M2 in there for like, I think it was like $120.
Hey, look at
what, your PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
This question just popped in my brain.
Okay.
Let's think about this because this can go to a whole nother where it probably open a whole can of worms.
Uh-oh.
The age of the exclusive is over, I think.
How so?
Okay, just think about how many exclusive titles came out this year for PlayStation, like under 12, really exclusive. Look at Xbox, you don't see none. The only true exclusive.
That's not true.
Okay, how many came on what was exclusive on Xbox? That was exclusive. Well, like I said, Starfield and like what
Redfall. I mean, yeah, it might be a crappy one, but still.
Yeah. I think it's time exclusives now because it is companies nowadays outside of the. We just talking about Xbox and PlayStation. These companies are like, if this not selling over here, I want to make some money over here. You know, that's why I like because everybody's on the PlayStation, but I guarantee you, if it was reversed, they'd be doing the same thing. PlayStation try to do the same.
Hang on one second. This guy in the chat room, Junie Jam, he's saying I'm contradicting myself, saying that I wouldn't go digital. I bought my daughter a physical one, and he said, "No, it's an add-on. No, it's physical. It looks just like the original physical PS5, and they shrunk it down."
But also, it is 2 versions of the Slim too. Also,
they do have one that's all. That is a
digital.
They
have one that's all digital.
The one I got is a physical. I got the Spider-Man one for it.
Because the Slim, you can buy the digital Slim one.
That's right.
Also, you can buy the add-on hard drive or disk drive to it.
You can. But I said I bought the physical.
More money, so it's probably he probably just didn't hear what you said. You know.
That's why I wanted to clarify. Like I bought the one that looks just like the original physical version of it, not the add-on. I bought it came with Spider-Man. It was like $4.99.
Yeah.
And you got basically Spider-Man for free. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, good. But now going back on saying like where companies now, I see more companies now like they looking like, man, we making less money on this side of the fence. I want to put my games over here. I think really the age of exclusivity is over unless it's like a known IP that started on like Gears started up or Halo or God of War. Or Spider-Man starting, on PlayStation like that. I think exclusive is going to be really, really loose term now. It may be like time exclusives. I think that's what we're going more to now. Because even though, like the Indiana Jones and the Starfield, they danced around that. He like, oh, we're not doing it, but he didn't contradict himself. He just talked around it. Like we're open to the idea. They kept saying that we're open to the idea because Xbox knows right now. Yes, the Xbox fans are going to be there, but they're looking at a business standpoint. The money, where's the money in the developers? Hi-Fi Rush, as great as Hi-Fi Rush is, it didn't sell a lot of ways, and they want to make more money. You think how much Hi-Fi Rush will make if it was on the Switch, if it was on the PlayStation? They'll make, especially on the Switch, they'll make tons of money. When
you put it on Game Pass, I mean... What do you expect? I mean, hell, they're moving Diablo 4 to Game Pass now.
But Neo, what if?
But they already made their money off of it, though. Yeah, if you put it straight on Game Pass, another thing.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that.
How much money are they getting to make these Game Pass games? Like, all right, so because I remember when y'all was playing Diablo 4 last year. I said, "Is it on Game Pass?"
Yeah, no, I was playing hardcore.
And it was like, no, it's not on there. I'm like, oh, okay. Because they want to make their money. Now, after they own the studio and make their money, they're gonna put it's a different strategy. Because
Imagine how much money Microsoft's going to make when they put Call of Duty on the Switch, being the #1 handheld, and all these kids get to play it on Game Pass on the Switch.
I don't think it's ever coming to Switch right
It's
now.
all about the money, man.
Yeah, it's all about the money, but
the Game Pass, the Game Pass form factor on a Switch would be game breaking, because it would be game breaking for
would you
in a positive way. In a positive way.
Would you cancel your Nintendo subscription then?
No,
I don't have a Nintendo subscription, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you don't get the Nintendo subscription yearly,
No.
whatever it is.
No, I don't like. I don't see the value in it, because like the games that I do play on Switch,
I just do the whatever it is, $10 a year or whatever it is.
No, because I'm already paying for the bare bones basics for a PlayStation online, and then I have the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass version. I'm not going to pay it all the way across the board. So it's those that are getting my money are the ones that I'm playing the most games on. And as it sits right now with Switch, majority of those games I play offline. I don't need to be online for that, and I don't need to pay any additional money to them. So that's where I leave it. But to that point, if a Game Pass style version were to go to Switch and allow maybe a few Xbox exclusives to go over there, that would change the game a little bit. I doubt that kind of format would go to Sony by any means, but for Nintendo, that's huge.
Mike Johnson said Game Pass has ruined gaming. Do you believe that? I kind of halfway agree in a way, because this is gonna be a bad analogy, but it's kind of like I feel like it's like shopping at Dollar General. There's nothing wrong shopping at Dollar General. It's nothing wrong shopping at Dollar General. You can get really good deals at Dollar General in a dollar store, or I say shopping at Walmart. It's like shopping at Walmart versus shopping at Target. You get really good deals in Walmart. You go like we was talking about the other day. You want to get some good vegetables and good. You don't want to go to Walmart, but you want to go some quick, fast, in a hurry, get it cheap. Go to Game Pass, try it out, then maybe you might go buy it and buy the game for it. But how many of those people? It's just like YouTube Shorts. If you make YouTube Shorts, how many people prefer no to long form content? How many people or get on Game Pass and say, I like this game, I'm going to buy it? Not a lot of people. No, I mean, especially the way money is these days, and after COVID and all people staying in and people buying less and less and stuff. Even PlayStation admitted like people are not buying games like they used to. The darn games are too freaking expensive.
You know what? We don't want to buy crap games. Let's get back to that conversation. Put out some decent games, something that we can come back and play more than once, more than 10 hours, more than 8 hours. Then we'll pay money to play the games. But as it sits, none of the developers outside Nintendo, they've been doing pretty good lately, ain't putting out mess. They ain't putting out jack. I'm trying to keep my words to myself. I'm trying not to.
Let's talk. I agree. Game Pass has messed it up, and so has the digital scene. Because here's the thing: Christmas time, you get your kids games, right? Brand new games. Okay. If you have to download these games on Christmas morning with 50 million other kids out there, because you're giving little Johnny one of these that has, the code for his Steam or for his Xbox or his PlayStation or Switch, if it's all digital. What fun is that on Christmas morning? You're going to open up this little card.
It's a new normal, man. Kids now, they get used to it. They'll be on their phone until the game downloads.
You're talking an hour to 2 hours a game to download. That's insane.
It's just a different world, man. It's not like we did. It's not I would say the microwave generation. It's just not like it used to be. Like we open up a game, Nintendo 64, boom, start playing. It ain't like that no more. Now it's like, oh, new game. Oh, this game needs update. Oh, this game needs a patch.
I mean, we are older too, by the way. We're not kids anymore. And to this point, in the chat, I see Neil's comment. He's saying long hours don't equal great games.
There you go.
Well, so to that point, I will say this. The more time that I invest in a game, means that, and this is just my opinion, others may think something different. To me, the more time that I spend in the game means that's more time spent for me. That game is worth my time. Because if I don't like the game, I'm going to stop playing that game. And from a Game Pass perspective, since we're on the topic, Game Pass gives me that flexibility to go in and play a game. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like this. I played it for an hour or two and this isn't my jam. I'll go off and play something else. Versus the old way that we have where we go and drop 50, 60 bucks and we're like, this game was trash. Complete trash. Yeah, we can take it back to GameStop and like, oh, well, you know, we can give you store credit and blah, blah, or wherever you got it. Or you can take it back to Walmart or wherever you bought it or purchased the game.
Or then they say like, oh, it's a law. You can't, once you open the game, it's a law.
Yes. And then you have that stigma of like, you open the game and you can't get this. And you're just like, oh yeah, I know, Neil, I know you're not arguing. I'm just making a statement, you know, I'm just saying that in terms of the way we're looking at games today and how we purchase is different. The days of purchasing a complete 100% game from the developer, those days are gone. Minus, you know, games like Baldur's Gate 3, you know, that was a breath of fresh air. I mean, Suicide Squad, it was just, I think more folks were just more in terms shocked with the storyline of that game more than anything than the actual gameplay. Well, there might have been some gameplay things, but yeah, the storyline was like, what did you do? Why Batman? You know, but
and then also too, like, you know, they tried that live games live as a service, and then they stopped it, and then it just got all messed up. It was from a reputable company, like, you know, actually making trash, you know, like just it's like the game that had no identity, but it had an identity. It had an identity by Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, but once you got into it, and I still haven't played, so I can't speak to it playing, but as I've seen all reviews and seen playing, from what I hear, it doesn't add up.
So, okay, I think I'm getting it now. So do you it's not necessarily that Game Pass is killing the games. It's like it's taking the visibility away because it gets drowned out by so many games within Game Pass. Is that more in terms of what we're thinking?
I think so too on that one. Yeah, I definitely think about that because it's just like our backlog. You know, we got perfect example. We have a lot of games on systems here. We get at our fingertips, like on the Steam Deck. We got almost like so many stuff. But how many of those are we actually going to play because so many good games on there get drowned out about what we want to play, you know? And Game Pass is kind of like,
yeah, bro, all the games that I have, I'd have to play each one for 45 seconds and maybe I'd get through them in the rest of my life. Like, I'm not lying. Like, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, and we got a abundance, and that's why and that goes back to this Nintendo Switch situation, which it says is coming out. And we don't know, but we as a society and gamers, we have so many things we can play, but everybody's like, well, it's not coming out to next year. I don't have nothing to play. Yes, you do. You got so much to play. Oh, why should I play? Somebody talking about, oh, why should Nintendo make us play on a 7.5-year system? Motherfucker, nobody told you to play it.
Damn.
Hey.
Calm down there, Slick.
Sorry.
Keep it up. I'm gonna get Junie Jam after you. He says I'm a hoarder.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? So
that's all right. It's all good.
Time, you know, I've heard the comment a couple of times here in the chat, like time is valuable, and it is true. And a developer is only good as their next best game, right? And the way I think of it, what I mean behind that is like the hype train for the new game comes out, we go buy it, but we're so preoccupied with the game that we're currently playing, it gets put on the backlog. But there's always going to be the new hot game. There's always going to be that one. So it's just, where do you invest your time, especially if you're playing a game that you just can't put down? You can't stop playing the game. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to stop playing. Everybody's on, or like, man, I'm really involved in this and I really want to platinum and get all the trophies, or I want to get all the achievements or whatever.
Let me show you something.
Uh-oh. And to that point, we've, as physical collectors, we get into this realm of
Look at that boy.
You
Look at that
never
man's toys. Look at his
Huh?
toys. Look at his toys, little wrestling toys at the bottom.
Yeah, I got that. That's for my nephews to play on. I got a
What
bunch of
line?
them at a
That's
yard
your
sale.
toys. That's your
No,
toys.
seriously, I got them for like $10 at a yard sale. Anyways,
playing with him, be like,
this game right here was supposed to be I got the day one edition. Still have not played it yet.
I understand because I still haven't played. I
have
played
Pikmin
Christmas
from Christmas. Pikmin 4
I still
is
haven't played
still
Christmas
in the
either.
wrapper. I have not played it yet.
I understand.
what's y'all's number right now? How many games have y'all beat this year so far?
None.
Why don't you ask how many games are in the backlog that haven't been opened yet this year on all the consoles?
I've lost count on that.
I'm at
but-
like 60 that are still in the wrapper that I bought. And I want to get Mario versus Donkey Kong, but I haven't even finished Mario Wonder yet. I'm close, but I'm like, I don't want another game that's going to sit on the shelf that I'm not going to play. I'll wait till it comes down in price.
I don't think it'd be another video game crash. It can't. It won't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's too.
I'd like
popular.
there to be.
How? What do you mean?
He said, "Would it be another video?" I guess like a long time ago, would it be another crash? I don't think so. No, it's not gonna be another video game crash.
No, it's
It's too big to fail. I ain't gonna say it's too big to fail, but too many people got their hands in the pocket and they're not gonna let it fail. These companies,
it's
Especially
too much
not
money.
Xbox. They invest all these companies. They're not gonna let that. They're not gonna let that happen.
No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mr. Right Way, know your role and shut your mouth.
2, 3, 4.
If you smell what I'm cooking, and it's yesterday's chili.
7 games for me so far this year.
He missed it. Look, you didn't even see it. Look.
Oh, I
your
saw
boy.
it. I
No,
saw it.
Oh,
Steve
we
did.
just-
It's your boy.
I know The Rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
Actually, no. How many? Is that right? 7 games? I think 8 games. I've beaten 8 games so far this year.
You know what? Also, here look what Eric's talking about, right? How long? He said, "How long does Jen have left anyway?" Especially with, Sony saying it is in the
7 years.
later stage of his, So basically, I guess he's saying like these generations. I was thinking about it too. The age of the generation is kind of stopped. It's not
Didn't
really
they
like,
extend this generation, kind of?
this is kind of like the 9th generation, but I guess the 10th will start PS5 Pro or whatever. But
Does it?
you know,
I mean, it's still the
I don't
same
know.
console.
But people don't look at generational like they was talking about on Xbox too. They don't look like trying to move their hardware or their hardware and software. Their software match them to the hardware. Because they was talking about like how you can play this game anywhere and you play perfectly on any console or system or something like that. So they was talking about to that. So I think they're trying to get to there.
You keep bringing up the Pro, but let me ask you, what's the benefits at this point in time that the Pro is going to bring to the PlayStation?
High refresh rate.
Especially, wait. Especially since new games that could potentially take advantage of that hardware aren't coming out till 2025.
That's
I
probably
say-
why.
Yeah, I think this right here, it would do this. If a Pro came out, you know how like on some PlayStation games you can do like fidelity or like what was there 2 modes, performance or
Oh,
or
yeah.
performance mode and the
High
other mode.
graphics and stuff.
Yeah, and I think it will combine those 2 perfectly, so you won't have to ever do that again. And then it'll probably be like a true 8K device, which we ain't got no 8K stuff.
Yeah.
People who got a lot of money.
Don't
And
care.
I think they're gonna all the stuff they promised on the PS5 is kind of like is gonna mesh all that together because the PS5 to me is like a basic PS4 Pro. I think it's just like a little bit
I
better.
mean,
Than
yeah. I mean, there was a lot of folks. We were having a lot of conversations with folks who were like, "There's no if you have a Pro, there's no reason to move to 5."
No, it's not. And I made videos about that stuff, and people were like, "Oh no," they was doing it again. They was doing the type one, crying thing.
Okay, with that though, then if the PlayStation right now is $499, what are you talking now for a PlayStation Pro? And does somebody need the Pro?
Nobody never needs any of these stuff.
If you're
Okay.
moving from a PS4, just a standard PS4, and you've waited this long for the Pro to come out, I would probably say, yeah, that's the right clientele to,
It's
to
gonna be
purchase.
what, $799?
No,
Oh hell no! It better not be.
$649?
No, I say it at least.
If it's $649, good luck selling that.
So that's what I'm asking. What are you guys thinking?
I think it's gonna be $499, and then the PlayStation 5s will drop down to $399.
You think they're gonna drop it?
Yeah, because they want to get out. They want to
Get the back stock out of the way. They want to get all the.
Listen, I'm with you. If that happens, that would be a phenomenal price. But
I'm not paying I'm not buying a Pro. I'll be honest.
I'm going with ET on this and Junie. I'm with them. $599. I think $599 or $649 is what I'm gonna go with. Yeah,
no.
I agree. I think it's gonna be digital.
What is the Steam Deck? What was the Steam Deck selling at?
$549.
Oh, on day one.
The highest Steam Deck was what? How much? Well, the day one. How much the highest price the Steam was selling?
Oh, I don't know. I came in hella late on Steam Deck, so
I thought it was $549. And that was with 256 or 512. 512 megs.
512. It was like $500.
Yeah, it was like $549 or
$545.
But you could buy the cheapest version and upgrade it for less money.
That was $399 or $349.
But you also have like discount days.
There it is.
So $649 for 1 terabyte.
Yeah, for 1 terabyte. The $549, I believe, was the 512 for Steam Deck.
$549 is 512 and $649. So I can't see the Pro going more higher than $649 because they're like,
no, that's what I said.
Steam Deck.
$649. That's right. That's what I'm going.
I can see it going about $649.
If they do
$599,
if they do $599, that's a steal.
And but again, we go back to the main question: like, why is the Pro important at this point? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because like, if we're talking about like you said 8K, Steve, and I'm like, at this point, that's minuscule to the human eye. Yeah. Like literally, like I mean, like from a 4K perspective, like me shifting from my Xbox One to my Series X and then getting an actual 4K TV, there was a clear difference in the visual. But shifting from 4K to 8K, one, I'm going to need to upgrade to like a $5,000 or $6,000 TV, which I'm not going to do.
For real.
I got a perfectly good TV right now that I'm not going to change. And I'll wait. I'll get an 8K TV in like 6 years when they're selling at Walmart for like $700. Yeah, I can do that. But no, I'm like, come on. Hell, the games that they're producing don't even run 8K. Like, so, like, let's be real here. Like, by the time they produce a game that's able to grasp the full visual capabilities of that, the console will be dead. It will be time to move to PlayStation 6.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, why? What are we doing?
People don't realize how bad COVID affected game development.
Oh yeah, it did.
It put a huge dent. I think it put. You're talking about a 2-year break. I think it put us like back a 4-year break. I think they just put out the PlayStation 5 just because they needed to put something else out. Because I think they said we need to keep a lead. We need to have something new and put it out there. And it was just thrown together, and it wasn't ready. The PlayStation 5, I think the PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro was if it's coming out, is supposed to have been the true PS5. Because you don't see bigger, better graphics. I look at the Spider-Man 2, I'll be honest, I don't see a big difference.
There wasn't.
And let's. I think a lot has to do with like.
Look, he said you guys are misinformed. Tell us how we're misinformed on what.
Listen, Sony has these products that are out right now, like the Portal. You can't get it because they don't have enough components to make it. I have the Pro controller for Sony, which is $200. My son's is already experiencing drift because he's really hard on the thumb analog sticks, and you can get the replacements for $20. Guess what? Sold out. Been sold out for 8 months. When's the new one's going to come in? We paid $200 for the controllers. You can't get them. My theory, and what I've said since day one, is they need to treat the COVID years, we'll call them that, the 2.5 years, as they were non-existent years in the lifespan of this console, and look at it as the console's only been out for 2 years, not 4.
Yeah.
Extend it so we can get that development on the games, even if you're not getting. That way, we could go into the next era, like Steve said, with a PlayStation Pro or an Xbox Pro, whatever they want to call them, right? And really put the emphasis into this stuff. I think they're making a mistake by saying we're halfway through the life cycle.
That's why they said it, because they want something new. And Porn Star JR, like, look, it was one of the worst launches ever. I've never seen a launch like that ever in my life. If you didn't pre-order it, it was a bad launch. All those people stealing the consoles and
it
yeah, you couldn't get PlayStation 5.
You didn't get it nowhere. You couldn't.
Almost 2 years you couldn't get it.
Yeah, it was rough.
And then people, this the new argument, and I think somebody was trying to talk about it. The new argument talking about like frames per second. First, it was like graphics. Remember back in the Wii era, it was all about graphics.
Yeah, it's all frames per second now.
Then Nintendo disproved that, and now all of a sudden here is the frames per second.
Well,
right?
to be fair, as a guy that plays Fortnite, frames per second is huge when it comes to delay on when you're playing a multiplayer game online, as well as obviously internet connection. And
yes, agreed.
That's the only argument I'm gonna make on that is just any COD player will say that, and even guys that play championship fighting games will say.
I get that.
So I just want to put that out there before we get attacked in the.
No, but you brought up a good point, Steve, because I mean, hell, even for Starfield, they were talking about 30 frames per second, and I'm like, like, what do you need that for, though? Like, is that really going to just like? I get it. Like, majority of games now are built on 60 frames per second, which, yes, Starfield would have been a lot smoother on 60 frames, but was it game breaking? No. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. We've been playing on 30 frames and less for a lot longer.
That's what frustrated users, because they're like, we got these brand new consoles that can do that, and you're only going to give us 30 frames.
Yes, and that's the problem. Yes. That's the problem. Is like, you have us paying this money for these consoles that you say do this, this, and this.
That's right.
And yet you're producing games that, hell, I could have just stayed on last gen and played those games on.
That's right.
But you're not going to let us. You're not going to let us buy them on those old gen consoles because you'd rather spend money on the new stuff. So there's some gimmicks involved here with the business and how they're doing that. And to that point, I think now we're in a point where the graphic capabilities of the consoles and what
graphics are here to peak.
I agree.
Yeah, they've hit their peak, right? They've hit this peak to where like the validation between console and PC is becoming a serious conversation, because there's always been this hidden conversation in the back room, like, oh, PC master race, no console, no PC, no console. And now you see a lot more gamers leaning towards PC, especially now that they're getting more of the games coming to PC, not only first, but they're playing better on PC because they've got better setups. They've got better. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Do I want to get a PC? I had always planned on getting one. I just put it on the back burner, never really did. Like, I had a couple of gaming laptops, and all those have fried on me. So
that's what my kids have, but they have the consoles too, so they'll go back and forth because they want to experience all the games.
It's almost kind of like the Apple Vision Pro, right? In the cell phones, we didn't hit us. We as a society, I mean, smartphones has hit a peak. Video games have hit a peak. What is new that's going to break through and take it to the next level? Like
AI.
Apple Vision Pro will kind of be like
right there.
Huh? AI and AR and VR, all that.
I'm scared.
Ready Player One is when we get there. That's the next step.
where you're so immersed in the game where it's almost like VR, but you're immersed.
Yeah,
that's
the
where
immersive
I think
experience.
That's where we're going to see the plateau change, Steve. I honestly, that's what I believe, and we're just not.
You think Apple's sitting there? Because Apple's buying a
I think Apple's leading the way. I want one of those headsets in the worst way, but I'm not paying $4,000 for it.
But look, Apple is
$4,000.
Oh yeah, it's
Holy shit!
You know it was 4,000.
I didn't even bother to look at them.
I'm exaggerating. It's probably like 3,800, but it's still $4,000.
Whoa!
Apple Vision Pro is 4,000, and this is the first generation product.
Hell no!
First gen. I would pay $799 for it, or $899, or I would even say at the highest storage rate,
38, but taxes, man.
Anything over 1,000, forget it.
It's 4,000. But like I said,
Yeah.
Someone said you can't watch YouTube on it.
no, you can. You can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube online and like type it in and watch. You can. But,
No, like you can't watch YouTube on it.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Oh,
Has
okay.
has browser and everything on it.
Like I'm trying to say, the Apple Vision Pro is one of those new pieces of technology that's been out there, but Apple redefined it. You know,
Yes.
spatial computing. That's what they call it. So we're in our genre with video games because graphics, like I say, hit a peak. You can only do so many big boxes, and it's hit a peak. It's hit a
But you
peak.
see, Steve,
You don't see that leap. You didn't see that leap from like the 64.
right?
I mean, from the NES to the Nintendo 64. That was a huge leap. You know, you don't do all that stuff. Unless you watch that call.
But Steve, you've seen the videos. This is what I'm talking about. What he's saying right there. You've seen the videos where people are wearing these out in public with external battery packs, and you can go about your day. You see it clear, and you can pull up like Minority Report, just like Google Glass was when I had that.
Out here with the Marty McFlys out here.
Listen, that's where the video games are going to go. It's all going to be like in this cloud head experience where you're going to be immersed in the game in real life. Like you're going to walk outside and you're going to see your buddy down the street and you're going to be playing Call of Duty in this VR world where you've got your gun and you're going to go. I'm telling you.
What is it going to do to your brain? Because, like I said, we have hit a peaks in we had to hit a peak to the gaming, a ceiling. It's here where it can't go nowhere. I'm still waiting.
It's going to be like the movie,
to be like the movies. You know how the graphics, you know, when they show like mix the gameplay and in-game engine. I want like that through the whole game.
Where do the console developers fit in with something like that with Apple? Like, yeah, we
buying up all these AI companies. Apple has been buying like AI companies like, and they slowly been feeding us AI, you know, Siri, your photos, all this kind of stuff. Apple is, I ain't gonna say dangerous, but
they're all dangerous. Don't get it twisted.
Listen, it's going to feed into if you don't like scary games, it's going to feed into your worst nightmares. It's going to be able to read your brainwaves, and it's going to put enemies where you would least expect it to be. You're going to be walking down the street playing Call of Duty, but you're going to see your town with people coming at you that you got to virtually shoot or
man, this AI shit is getting out of control,
dude. Man, that's where they want to take it. I've read articles on it. That's how they want to do it.
Do you see that new AI that had like the puppies and all that stuff? Like this week they did the new AI where they doing like videos. You can do so basically you can type in a story and then it will make that story into a video.
Man, I got some AI stories. I'm not gonna say it, but I got some stories that keep you up at night. I'll be quiet though.
But just think what they're doing to our YouTube videos.
AI ain't no joke, man. This AI stuff is crazy.
Yeah, man. It's
what would stop somebody like this going over getting AI, making something like making us and putting something out there that we didn't say? It's gonna come to that.
That's already being done.
It's already being done. They've got the president saying things that he's never said, and they've got other people say it's out there. Like you can get apps to do that.
They had AI pictures of what's her name, Taylor Swift, and they were like, she's filing a lawsuit with somebody that put out AI pictures, derogatory AI pictures of her at the Super Bowl.
That she had a butt.
Well, not even just that; it was a little bit more derogatory than that. So
she already built like a PlayStation 2 game. Oh, no, stop. Let me leave it alone.
But it gets to a point to where in a game perspective, it's kind of dope too, because now we have games where it's not predictive in terms of patterns when we're playing certain games. The thing that pops in my head is Souls games. Like that turns every game virtually into a Souls game. Where it's like hard as hell to play and all that. Like I know some people are really good at Souls games, but I am not good at Souls games. I'm horrible at those games.
Well, guys, we've been having a good time talking about AI, talking about PlayStation, Xbox ain't going nowhere. Man, it's been a fun conversation. You know, your boy Ness has been drinking. I got a little drink myself, got a little Terramana still left, you know. Well, I got a lot left. I say that for some more, but it's been fun. Steve, he came in he got off baby duty. You know, how's the baby
Yes, sir.
doing? Good. That's great.
Yeah.
She's doing good. She's doing really good.
That's really
Good.
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 Probably our
Hey.
easiest kid yet.
That's what's up. And guys, we had almost like 80, close to 90 people.
We had 90. We had 90 in here.
That was great. Hey, good conversation. This is how
Hey.
we do the podcast.
I told you they all came and got me, and they were like, "You need to get in there because these boys are talking about cartoons. We want to talk about video games. You got to go in there and slap them around."
Well, thank y'all for bringing Steve and slapping us around because it was a great conversation. We had like, man, one day I remember when I started this, I was tired. I'm still a little tired, but it's made it this. I love these conversations we have every Friday night, building this community. You guys are just amazing. Listening on the podcast, listen everywhere you can, Spotify, it's great. I love this community. I love you guys. It's fun. We don't all have to agree, but we disagree respectfully, and then we have fun about it. This shit is so cool. I will not give it up, y'all. I love it, man. I said shit twice.
I said it too many times this evening. I apologize for my foul language, everyone. Apologies.
And that's why we had this podcast at night.
Yeah, at night.
At night. We try not to on this podcast, we try not to be like nobody else but ourselves because we don't know where the conversation goes. Actually, you guys take the conversation where we're gonna go sometime. You know,
They really did tonight. They took the conversation that I like that.
I did. Like I said, it's not about me. It's all about the community. I love you guys. Steve, tell everybody where to find your ugly ass.
Well, just about every Friday night, you can see me here with this ugly mug right above me. But if you want to check out my channel, it's youtube.com/thetechbuzz or
I'll tell about
I have
your
my
new
website
series.
there.
Tell about
Yeah,
your
no,
new series.
I am being serious. You
Your
are
new
an ugly,
series.
ugly
Series.
mofo.
New series.
So the new series, yes. Steve was on that last night. We had Gamer Aimer on. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying. Your
I know.
mic is still low.
Sorry.
It is called Creators Corner. If you want to learn about all these content creators, we take you through their life and how they became. There you go. How they became game collectors and things like that. And Neo Ness, we got him coming up in 2 weeks. He's going to be joining us next week. We have Retro Rob. That should be a lot of fun. He's a good dude in the retro community, and we've got a bunch of other guys planned. But Steve, we had a ball last night. It was really a lot of fun learning about your history and your habits. And
It's kind of how our conversation goes anyway. We just clown
Yeah, it
on
was
each
a lot
other
of
and
fun.
have fun. Yeah. And I do my the internet people.
people
That's
look
how they
forward
be
to
like-
that.
That's how they be like. That's how I imagine people who complain on Twitter or internet. People like or they be like this. You so stupid. That's how I imagine. Really, that's how they really be doing.
Well,
And
thank you
Neo
for having me on.
No problem. Neo Ness, man. Tell everybody what's up.
Neo Ness, you can find me on YouTube at Neo Ness. You can find me on Instagram at _Neo_Ness. And the series is still going strong with Mission Neo Geo. I drop a video every Friday going over a new Neo Geo game in my collection, and then dropped a video yesterday, or actually Thursday now, going over the Neo Geo games that you can find on OG Xbox. And I've got another video coming soon with some more Xbox games. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate you. What it is.
And my brother almost close to that new house, man. How's the new house coming?
Oh, went out there earlier today. They have the foundation on the new home. So we got foundation now. So hopefully we'll start seeing some frames getting built up, and hopefully we can get this sucker here sold and I can get out of here.
Yeah, be in an apartment next time we talk to you. But yeah, hey guys, and me, Mr. Right Way, don't follow me. Y'all, if you know where I'm at, you know where I'm at. Don't follow me. I don't need nobody to follow me. Leave me alone. Don't follow me. I'm not nowhere. I don't want them to follow me. But yeah, we're gonna be back next. We'll be back next week. We'll be back next week, next Friday. Same back time, same back channel. Right after WWE SmackDown. Let you smell what Mr. Right Way is cooking. See y'all later next. Take care.